Hey guys, if you enjoy the Drunken Peasants podcast, be sure to go to audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants to get your free audio book. They have books like The God Delusion or Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King. Also, 150,000 other titles to choose from. So be sure to check that out. It supports the show and you get a free audiobook in the process. So what the fuck do you have to lose? Tacos. The Drunken Peasants podcast is satirical in nature, and while we do occasionally delve into serious issues and discussions, our primary purpose is to entertain and amuse. In other words, don't take this shit too seriously.
From the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants Podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it! Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck are you talking about, atheist?
It's okay.
You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be light.
You're garbage, TJ.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, where you DP the fuck out of the news. Hello, everyone. I'm not going to introduce TJ and... Well, I'll introduce Scotty. I'm with Scotty. And also with us, we have Mercedes Carrera. Welcome back, Mercedes.
Hey, guys.
TJ's not here, though. He's dead. There is no TJ.
Yeah.
He was thinking about, what was it, TJ, fucking machines? So then he killed himself thinking about them. Because I think he was trying to build one or something.
I'm not here.
Oh.
Oh, you're so butthurt, TJ.
Yeah.
Just gonna look out this window.
Every time I try to announce TJ, he's like, "No, I'm not the person you said I am."
I am not who you think I am, Ben.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Wouldn't you like to know?
You're
Who is your daddy and what
You're
does
so
he
deep,
do?
TJ.
Yeah, I'm deep.
Were you raised beside a mountaintop?
We are.
Hey, deep backwards is peed. Yeah.
It is.
You
That's
enlightened us,
true.
TJ. Thank you.
I'm glad I could bring that ray of enlightenment into your otherwise mundane and meaningless life.
Thank you.
So,
Really appreciate that.
Mercedes, we were talking about fuck machines before you came on here.
I know. I came into the tail end of that conversation, unfortunately.
Tail end. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of those? Does it just seem like a overcomplicated dildo vibrator thing? Like you've taken it too far, you know?
That's it. There's nowhere else to go with sex. Just stop making these. No, they seem
Or
like,
do you think like it'd be like sex robots will be the next generation?
You know, well, they have have you seen the real life doll? They're like $5,000 sex dolls.
No.
They have like, yeah, they're so creepy and really weird, and people have them evidently, and sell them actually used also. So you could be like Eskimo brothers with somebody's doll.
Also more expensive than just getting a prostitute.
Wouldn't that feel like a corpse,
Significantly.
though? Wouldn't that feel like a corpse?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
That's only somebody who's into serious necrophilia would probably be into it because it just lays there, but they're really kind of realistic looking. Except for they always have that expression that kind of. Because you gotta.
Yeah. Well, that's the look on every
always
woman's
surprised.
face.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
That's the look on every woman's face once I get inside. You know, like, whoa.
What are you trying to say about yourself, Ben?
Nothing. I'm not saying anything.
Oh,
about myself.
okay.
You know.
I thought you were implying something.
No. Then I tell her I'm taking her to Taco Bell. You know.
But she's got to pay, right?
Yeah.
You're cheap.
We need gas money for this ride, you know.
Yeah.
Not to be a dick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know where. Like, I feel like I've reached the end of conversation at this point. Where do we go from here?
I don't know.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Show's over.
We're done.
We've
Bye.
reached the pinnacle of all human discourse.
Right.
So,
What else?
might as well just move on.
You know, kink.com does the fucking machines, though. They do like it's a whole thing on their site with the fucking machines. And so I actually met the woman who's the recruiter for kink.com. And she's like, hey, you want to come do the fucking machines? And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't know. I think because they do all this other weird kinky stuff, too. And then they also do like really extreme stuff. And I'm like, I'd rather do a gangbang than a fucking machine. And she thought that was a weird thing to say. So...
Why?
It's like, but it's a machine.
I don't understand how anything could be weird in the context of that conversation, you know?
Yeah. Gangbang.
She'd rather have a gangbang than the fucking machine? Ugh. What a weirdo.
I know. The fucking machine is so brutal, though. Because I know people who've done the fucking machine, and then it's, you know, that'll take you out of commission for a few days.
They're just broken people.
And then you get less money. Cause
Mentally and physically.
Well, you fuck a machine, so you get less money for it. That like.
Why should you get less? There's not even a co-star.
I know. That's the point.
Are they paying? How much does it take to maintain
Automation
this machine?
taking jobs from everyone, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, automation.
Why don't they just have the fucking machine fuck a fleshlight, and then they can just, you know, not have to pay anybody?
Fuck all. We'll just do it all real dolls and fucking machines. I'm telling you, it's true because male porn stars are now being outsourced to China with the fucking machines. And I think that's something feminism needs to discuss, is the outsourcing of male talent.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a
They
serious
took our
issue.
job.
It's a North American free trade issue.
And that's a job that, you know, you wouldn't want stolen from you. You're not going to find another job like that.
You're not. It's true.
It's not like when you get fired from Walmart and then you go get a job at Target. You know, if you get fired as a male porn star, it's not like there's any other job that involves sticking your dick into things.
Really. Not a
Maybe
good one.
Catholic priest, I guess.
Yeah, Catholic priest. There you go.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Let's look at a video.
Okay. Let's see.
Let's see what we have.
Let's see what we've
Let's see.
Well, before when I found out Mercedes was coming on, I asked Ryan Wiley if he wanted to come on, but
And he just collapsed into a pile and started weeping.
no, he didn't do
Please
that.
don't hit me again.
He was like, "What do you want to talk about?" And I gave him some ideas, and he just didn't respond.
Repeating the word math degree over and over again.
Rocking
do, in
back and
fact.
forth.
I do indeed have a math degree.
Why doesn't anyone respect me?
You should have it in the background of each one of his videos.
Yeah, he should just have his math degree tattooed.
He
to
just
his
pans
face.
up to the math degree, close-up shot of it. Flames in the background, like hard rock soundtrack. Math degree!
Math degree! Yeah. I know more than you do. I'm Ryan Wiley.
All right, so
I've got a math degree!
all right.
Okay.
Belief held by many
Hey,
people
there he is.
who disagree or dislike Anita Sarkeesian's theories is that video games don't cause any type of change in attitudes, that they don't affect your behavior in any subtle way, or they don't affect how you view the world. And I don't know how this has started, but it keeps coming up, and it's amazing because I don't know why people believe this. And usually what happens is people are like, well, I mean, video games don't cause you to act sexist, just like video games don't cause you to become violent. And that's where the misunderstanding comes in.
Like hit him in the face. is that wrong?
Why would you even want? Why would you even want
He's
to?
like, oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I just watched your video and I just want to hit you.
You might hurt your hand though. It's not worth it.
I don't know. My hand's pretty hard.
Yeah, but his head I think is pretty hard too.
Yeah, that is true.
Based on some of the shit he says. I don't know.
You have to hit him in the jaw. It looks like he has a soft jaw. He's a glass jaw. It'll just break.
No. He looks like you, Scotty. He's your twin.
Shit.
How
can you say
he's
that?
my evil twin, my evil retarded twin.
He kind of looks like you and Ben had a love child, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as Ben was the one having the baby, you know, that's fine.
Yeah.
How exactly would that work?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
You tell me.
All right.
Anita Sarkeesian is not suggesting that you go out and you just beat the shit out of women if you play a video game
Yes,
that
she
allows
is.
you to beat women.
Beat all women
That's the
at all
fundamental straw man that people like Thunderfoot and all types of people are trying
stop.
to suggest.
this is already hilarious.
You're such a fucking liar. That's not even what. No one has ever suggested that. You fucking lying sack of monkey shit.
Dude, some trolls on Twitter suggested this. Everyone must feel this way.
He's obviously never even watched one of Thunderfoot's videos on Anita Sarkeesian. If he's going around saying like, Anita Sarkeesian says that anyone who like, no one said that. No one has said that. No one has said that about her. No one has made that straw man. It's actually a straw man that you're making against them, ironically, to say that they said that. God, he sucks. Does he not just suck? Like, he sucks so bad that you can't breathe because he sucks all the air out of the fucking room.
He was suck in a good way. And like if he started sucking something in a good way, it would be worth watching.
Yeah,
It's like in the worst way possible.
he just
That he
that's
sucks.
I'm just gonna now that you said that, Mercedes, I'm just gonna consider every word out of his mouth just like him desperately pleading to have a cock shoved in his mouth. He's like, won't someone just put a dick in me to shut me up already?
Rather, what might be going on here is that perhaps these depictions of women in video games normalize some attitudes which we might think are problematic, such as that women are sex objects, in that we should not think of these women as human beings, in that that's how the video game has portrayed them, that they're only valuable for the sexual rewards you can get.
Wait, stop.
see that
This
in very many
is
games.
the guy who actually said, though, when you guys wanted me to debate him, he's the guy who said, I'm not going to debate some random-ass porn star. So he actually objectified me and reduced me to my profession. He did exactly what he's saying. Like, I don't understand how somebody with a math degree doesn't understand this.
It's a meth degree, actually.
Math?
We've established several times that he actually has a meth degree.
I mean, it's just, he did the thing that he says that the...
Right, you know, he's like...
everything-
Maybe he played too many video games first. That's just proving his point, you know? He played some GTA, and then he's like, I won't debate some random-ass porn star. She's just a sex object.
GTA.
Oh my god, I should never have said that. It was GTA talking, not me. Obviously, video games are to blame for people's personal defects, not themselves.
So where does this violence in video games thing come in? Well, yes, there have been studies that suggest if you play video games, you're not going to go out and murder people. You're not going to go out and just beat people. However,
Although you can if you want
I think
to.
it's very silly to assume that this suggests that when you watch media of any type or watch a violent movie, that it doesn't affect your perceptions of violence in any way. And perhaps we need a lot more studies on the subject to really understand it.
Okay, hold
but
on.
Instead, many
Dude, this...
He has no evidence. He's just like, perhaps.
Perhaps more studies are needed. That's totally different from saying that there's actually something there. And by the way, this was a huge issue all throughout the fucking... I mean, this has really been a huge issue since media became a thing. Like, people have always asked, like, do the images in the movies cause this? Do the images on TV cause this? Do the lyrics in music cause this? Does this drawing in the comic book cause this? So, because it's been such a question, there actually has been a lot of study, and most of it has shown that no, there's no link between, the one that I've seen the most is violent video games and violence in real life, and they've done the studies, and it's shown time and time again, no link. But you're gonna sit here and say, oh, we need more studies. Look, even if the media we consume is affecting the way we view things in some subtle way, what would that even mean? Should we then limit the media people are allowed to enjoy on the basis of that? I don't think so.
Well, and who's to say? I mean, they like to say that we're being influenced by media, but really it's humans creating the media. So it's
right.
People are drawn to whatever resonates with them, whether it's like that crazy Christian dude in the cowboy hat that you guys make fun of. So people are watching that going, yeah, I agree with that. And so people find whatever make sense to them. The other thing is when they say more studies are needed, it's just basically them saying, I don't like that the studies that have been conducted have a data outcome that doesn't resonate with my belief system. That's all that is. So no, they've done tons of studies on video games and human behavior, and the outcome consistently is it actually reduces real world violence because it gives people an outlet. And so guys like Wiley don't want to admit that because it doesn't fit with their premise. Which is not very mathematical.
Yeah, and you're right about something. I mean, you're right about people selecting the media for themselves. Like, you know, oh, these kids, they play these violent video games and they did real life violence. Like, has it ever occurred to you that maybe because they had some sort of violence inherent in their personality that they sought out more violent video games?
Yeah, and the data on violence is that it's going down. It's not that violence
it's
is spiraling out of control.
Because it's a catharsis.
Media.
Like, if someone can find the release they need in a video game or some sort of fantasy environment, then they might not need to express it.
It's also a distraction. People are inside playing video games
like,
and not being
I'm
violent.
Be here just fucking playing my game.
Exactly.
You know, I don't have time to rob a convenience store. I'm playing my fucking Xbox.
It's true.
People are trying to make this false analogy. First off, it doesn't even matter what the studies on violence are. We're talking about two different issues. One is much more cultural, and, you know, violence is much more related to behavior and the things you do to other people.
What?
So first off, it's not clear that the two are automatically in the same boat.
What?
And more than that.
No. I don't understand. Huh? He's like, oh, well, you can't... Violence is more about behavior than sexism is. I mean, like, what are you talking about? It still has to be expressed through behavior either way.
I don't have facts to back this up.
Exactly.
Yeah, I told Ben to play that. I'm like, this is the perfect time for that.
I mean, okay, keep going.
Max, a lot of people feel that video games are art. I think video games are art too. And the reason they're art is they make you feel a certain way. They make you look at the world a different way, right? They change your perception of certain things through the art of the story. So of course video games are going to influence you. Now the question is, how much do they influence you? That's the real important question, but that's not really the discussion we have. It's mostly, no, video games don't cause violence, therefore, you know, they don't change our cultural
Oh my
attitudes
god, this is a joke.
It's a very strange argument. And it doesn't just happen in video games.
Scotty.
This is like I like the narrative of what he's doing. He's like, the discussion is only what my opposition is saying. It's like, violence in the media has been debated endlessly. That's so disingenuous to imply that the only conversation we're having is like, there's no effect. Like, what world does Ryan Wiley live in?
Well, what is he even arguing for? So, I mean, he's comparing it to art, and then the typical progressive stance on art was, well, art shouldn't be censored. But then, like, there was that feminist, Camille Paglia, who's amazing, who said, you know, part of the problem with modern feminism is that they want art censored, which they're doing right now. And then he puts out this video comparing video games to art. Is he implying that video games should be censored? Like, where is he going with this?
It's like he's trying to establish it as art just so he can censor it. It's like,
yeah.
You know, we're not on the side of fucking censorship. You know, are you really going to sit there and say, this is art, so of course it affects people, so of course it should be censored?
Was he going to argue for obscenity now?
No, if you're going to define it as art, that's a great argument for why it should not be censored at all. At all. By anyone.
Exactly.
Either. I think people fail to understand how bad hundreds upon hundreds of negative tweets or comments can be to a person's psyche. It can.
Oh God!
Really?
The tweets.
How many mean tweets have you put to us and TJ, Ryan
Wiley? I could just get off of Twitter or something, but.
So TJ, Ryan Wiley's admitted he wants to damage your psyche, according to him.
Yeah, because he sent me some mean ass tweets all the
you
time.
go.
He sends the show mean tweets. He's probably tweeting about us right now. The fucking pussy.
Behind a blocker.
Drunken peasants once again attempt to juvenilely, sophomorically lay waste to my brilliant arguments, which are beyond reproach. Math degree.
Affect your self-esteem. And it's not just trolls doing this. I can't say it enough.
Troll, oh, not a troll.
Send these type of aggressive, essentially violent tweets sometimes towards Anita Sarkeesian are doing
Violent tweets.
Violent tweets, so the tweets are actually violent. The tweet punches Anita in the face.
Yeah, the tweet jumps off the screen.
It's like, I'm aggressive. He's aggressive. He's the whip. What are you talking about? Aggressive tweets. And these guys who talk about this, like Anita Sarkeesian gets mean tweets because she says mean things about gamers. Like, I get mean tweets just for doing porn all the time. Just like I make porn, and then some asshole somewhere sees it and is like, "Fuck you! I hope you die and get raped, and your family disowns you." I don't know the person. I never said like, "Hey, Vince so-and-so, you're an asshole." I never said anything. I just get all kinds of shit. I'm gonna make a collage for guys like this. The mean tweets. Does it keep me off Twitter? No. It does not.
Stay off Twitter.
Yeah, you need to get off Twitter now for your safety.
Call the FBI immediately.
The FBI needs to be on the case, tracking down these mean tweeters.
You need aircraft.
No one has ever.
You.
No one's ever been mean to me in a tweet, though.
No, never.
It's always been with the utmost kindness that I've been received.
They're always
by
offering
my
him
peers.
free bananas.
Yeah.
All the time.
I'm sure it's saving a place for you in heaven.
Yeah. Ryan White, he's beautiful. Look at him.
Look at him. That's like his blue steel look right there. Let's see. Oh, we'll play a little more of him. Okay, TJ, is that fine with you?
That's your show, Ben.
The Ben Podcast.
Because we're human beings, right? Through evolution, we've developed this, I don't want to call it instinct, but this sense of not having everyone hate us. So when people send these floods of tweets, of course it makes you feel bad.
Hold on. Ryan Wiley, why would you have that sense? Everyone does totally hate you. I mean, it's not even us directing them to either. It's just like all we have to do is just like show your videos and people are just like, ugh, who the fuck is that? What the fuck is he talking about?
People start vomiting randomly.
And you're just like, you know, and we don't even have to feel going on. We don't even have to feel bad about it because all you do is just mischaracterize people and just like try to make these like terrible arguments against everyone that you don't
fallacious
like.
arguments, like these appeal to nature fallacies. We know people are like this. We know people are naturally like inclined to be, violent and evil and bad and whatever else I say.
Yeah.
Said, well, people, we have a point of view of everyone likes us, and then when these mean tweets happen, it destroys our little psychological matrix, and we implode into the cowering little, quivering purple masses that we truly are deep down inside.
It's because he's describing himself. He's so insecure. It's so obvious.
If anyone's mean to me, I'm gonna kill myself.
Like, who honestly believes everyone likes them? Everyone I've ever met likes me. But it's like Twitter's like, no, bitch, we hate you.
I just assume everyone hates me. It's easier.
It is. I agree with that.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
If someone likes you, it's like a bonus. Like, holy
You're like,
shit.
whoa.
They like
Wow, someone fucking doesn't think I'm a piece of shit. That's great.
In all fairness, TJ, no one does like you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Ben's like, yeah. Sorry, TJ.
Sorry, Tej.
All right.
You suck, buddy.
So now we're going to move on to...
Not a So TJ, you've missed a lot lately. So you better
you've been wrong.
Just go with troll, TJ.
I don't think I'm ever wrong about this. I think that in the instances where it seems like I'm wrong, the audience is wrong.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so and I actually have a poll set up. It's in the video description. Troll
or not a poll. It is a poll.
All right.
Hey everyone.
Troll.
I had the same idea.
And this is gonna be a pretty serious video.
Shit.
It feels serious.
I'm just making it because I wanted to say that something really bad is gonna happen at my school.
Oh man.
Oh god.
Apparently, in my health class.
No.
They're gonna make us learn about sex education.
No!
Oh.
And yeah. My school is run by a bunch of perverts, apparently.
It is.
Wow.
They're gonna force me to learn something that I don't want to learn about.
That's sick.
This is disgusting.
See, I was looking inside the
Obscene.
textbook, just flipping through it, and there were pictures of the inside of a girl's stomach, and there was a baby inside of there.
No.
Yuck.
And
No.
That's not the worst part of it, though.
No, it's not.
What is it? Tell us more.
The baby in that woman's stomach wasn't wearing any clothes.
Oh my god, this has to be
Now
a troll.
that's very
Troll.
inappropriate.
Troll,
You really
troll,
have to show
troll,
pictures
troll.
of a
Troll.
naked baby in a woman's stomach. At least show the baby wearing some clothes.
Troll.
Definitely a troll.
So you say troll?
Troll.
Okay.
And if it's not a troll, then fuck the audience.
Fuck the audience.
Yeah.
Fucking audience.
He's actually real. How would you know? Even if he's done a million videos like this, that still doesn't prove he's real.
I guess the guy that said the Bible that was guaranteed to get you into heaven, that guy is an admitted troll.
That doesn't mean anything.
Oh, okay.
He could just be.
Sorry,
he
my
could
mistake.
be trolling when he admits that he's trolling.
He's trolling. He's trolling squared.
Yeah.
Math degree.
Trolls within
Math
trolls
degree.
within trolls within trolls. It's like a Russian nesting doll, Ben.
Here's an exchange on Fox News Detroit, the local station in Detroit. It's an MRA versus a feminist.
I'm sure they get along.
They have some kind of a weird intro.
Let it rip.
Let it rip.
The International Federation.
Sorry, but I'm pretty immature. I thought about that.
Yeah.
TJ is like, do you moonlight as like a fart noise in a movies and shit?
Yeah.
Fart noise. TJ's like, you do it really well. You're truly blessed, TJ.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true talent.
Fart noise machine, TJ.
Let it rip. Let it rip.
Men's issues will take place at the Doubletree Suites Hotel in Detroit with some extra security.
That's because the confab has received some death threats from people who say it's a gathering of women haters. Now, Dean Esme
Fuck
says
women.
nothing could be further from the truth.
Could this be any more stereotypical?
Oh man, this
Yo,
looks
see-
exactly like you think it would.
See the neck beard?
Yeah.
Squared and the little suit.
Neckbeard
We do not
level.
hate women.
Neckbeard level 5 million. Took off his one T-shirt, put on like the best possible outfit he had.
Cobble the suit together somehow. Like this work with this tie.
No fedora though.
Yeah.
He's missing the fedora.
And then there's the uptight looking feminist beside him, like, eh.
He's like, I can't have to sit next to this guy.
Yeah.
It's like Hillary Clinton in her hot ears.
And look at him monopolizing the armrest space like a man would.
Man
His
spreading all over
disgusting
that
man
Patriarchy.
spreading.
And why is he closer to the newscasters?
Oh,
Misogyny. That's why.
every unfairness conceivable going on here.
Event and says his group is just standing up for men's issues.
And joining him is Professor Heather Dalloway. She's a professor of sociology and gender studies at Wayne State. Let's start with Dean.
Wayne
First
is
of all,
not a
I have
state,
to-
fellas.
Help me out here. A conference on men's issues?
Yes, sir.
I thought men
Of course they
had all
asked the
the
man
advantages in the
first.
world these days.
That's utter nonsense. Men are routinely ground up in a family court system that is misinterest and biased against them. They're ground up by a court system that is biased against men of all races. They are the majority of the homeless. They are the majority of suicides. They are the majority of the drug addicted. They are the majority of the unemployed. They are the majority of school dropouts. They are a majority of those in prison. They are now an increasing minority in education.
It's going to be a long.
Shut up!
I don't like your facts.
Why will women in video, like you seen Laura Croft's tits, right? I mean,
Her titty's too
That-
big, so
that's-
she's an object.
that's pretty misogynist, you know. So you need to shut up.
Facts are patriarchy.
Yeah, one of those. I've actually seen a feminist say that before on Tumblr. They're like, these so-called facts. You notice how they always stack up in the white man's favor.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when reality has a misogynistic bias.
fucking misogyny of reality, man.
So are they the majority of perhaps some of the people that might be causing these problems that land them in the court system or under investigation or response to every...
Look, she's just taking the woman's
so-
side right there. That's
That's-
just insanity right there. We're just watching it in action.
That's pretty, like... I mean, that's kind of like an
Just half-
offensive... I mean, that's kind of an offensive statement. If you fucking actually, like, reverse that with any other group, it's like, man, black people are, you know, the most incarcerated. And she's like, well, it's probably because they committing the most crimes, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you did it with that group, people would be like, oh
my God, you're racist.
But if she's like, well, maybe it's men's own damn fault.
Oh,
It's like,
maybe
oh,
it is.
yeah, maybe, good point.
True. She's very self-righteous looking too.
Excuse me, I am self-righteous. I am offended and indignant at the same time. Therefore, I am right.
That you just listed. I mean, how do we know that they're not the cause of these problems?
Ideological feminism is a multi-billion-dollar hate industry funded by lies about rape and domestic violence, and they are the cause of a lot of very civil rights trashing laws like the Violence Against Women Act, even though we know domestic violence is not a gendered issue, and they have
Heather,
big
why don't
money
you
interests in
respond to this?
stopping
What do
Yeah.
you think about that? Is he right?
Just cut him off.
No, I mean, I think that to give feminism that much credit is kind of crazy. I mean,
What?
We have no power or influence, of course.
Yeah, we have no influence.
Oh, feminism! Oh no, we but just merely suggest slightly. Oh, maybe perhaps stop being sexist towards women. Shut up, bitch. Okay, well I'll come back later. Oh. Patriarchy! The patriarchy wins again.
feminism has been.
Now we're going to make rape a breakfast cereal.
Lots of rights for women, but only because those rights haven't existed for the long haul.
So you think you're at a disadvantage because you're a man?
I think many men are at a disadvantage specifically for a man. I'm certainly a working class man. You see me sitting here with a missing tooth because I can't afford to fix it. This lady probably makes 4 times what I do.
But doesn't that come down to your own ability, education?
Doesn't that come down to the fact that you're just a lame-ass piece of shit, buddy? Doesn't it come down to the fact that she's just inherently better than you as a human being?
But I like it's like, doesn't it come down to some different variables? But if it was she made less money, it'd be like, oh, it's social oppression.
Patriarchy.
Patriarchy wins again.
I'm just like, I just like.
Standard.
Yeah, it's like I like how nuanced it is with men, but then with women, it's like, oh, well, we can make this blanket generalization. It's correct.
Yeah.
See pressure.
And you notice if a woman has big tits, you know, that's a good thing. But if a man has big tits,
yeah,
you know, he gets
double
made fun of,
standard.
man. Double standard.
Man tits, man tits,
man tits.
People ask for your tits all the time, TJ.
My tits are beautiful.
All the time.
All the time. All the time. We'll tell you what, if you guys stay tuned till the end of the show.
Differential treatment now in higher education, and are in fact a majority of college students now, by far.
Well, why is your group a hate group? These people have called you a hate group. Why do you think that is?
Because we dare to criticize feminism.
Did you catch
the
that? That's
women
like,
and men.
like, why is your group a hate group? He just he totally created that. It's like he didn't ask if they're a hate group. He said, "Why is it a hate group?" And then and then the guy didn't catch it and correct him, which also makes me mad.
Yeah. Why is your group a hate group?
What, Ben? Why is this a hate podcast? Huh?
Yeah.
Mercedes, why do you do hate porn?
Hate porn.
I just hate. I hate. I want to fuck with the hate.
Fuck with the hate.
Fuck with hate.
That actually seems like it'd be pretty cool. You should do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
She
TJ's
just
like,
whoa,
oh, that sounded good.
Can I buy a ticket?
Fuck with the hate.
Throwing his money at the camera, please.
I just want to see you fuck with pure hatred. Like, fuck, you piece of
Fuck
shit.
you, I'm fucking hate.
Yeah! Yeah!
Need a bathroom break, TJ?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll do it right here. You guys just avert your eyes. I say next.
Next? Okay.
Unless you guys want to see more of this.
No, this is all right. It was interesting.
I think it's become uninteresting.
Yeah, sure.
So let's move on to something else that exists.
There's another Steven Crowder thing. Do you see where Crowder goes into the
Muslim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to see that?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, I don't. Okay, well, let's even say no picture, but you can write on it, Ben loves Stephen forever.
Ben what?
No.
Lady holding.
Ben
loves Steven.
I do love Steven forever.
Yeah.
Come on, Steven.
You got an opening, dude.
I didn't know you and Steven had that kind of relationship.
Whoa. Come on, Steven.
Come on, Steven.
Steven.
Steven, come back to bed, Steven. It's like, no, I'm trying to write some more hate material.
Oh, Steven.
Louder with
But you
Crowder.
may have heard of the controversy of some states passing laws to protect religious freedoms.
Not funny, haha, funny queer.
But many of
What?
you
John
probably read
Ritter.
about
What's that?
I think
happened.
I think he thought that was funny, but I don't really get it.
Well, you have to look at it from the perspective of pure grating evil, and
I
then
see.
it's funny. Like, oh,
Here's the transition. The transition makes no sense.
It's funny because they said the word queer, and the context makes no sense anywhere within this video, but queer was said, so
Yeah.
funny. Ha! Funny, haha, not funny queer.
Question mark?
Was it, or maybe it was funny? Was it funny queer? That this is funny queer, not funny haha. I don't know.
it from places like
John
this,
Ritter
but
was
that
in
is
there.
not what's happening here. See, these laws are allowing businesses to maintain their private right of refusal to be involved with certain activities, like, say, baking a gay wedding cake, which tastes fabulous. By the way, to those of you wondering, yes, you are still killed in virtually every Muslim country for being gay. The media is deliberately trying to set the narrative of
I'm
mean,
kind of
hateful
confused.
Christian.
I'm just confused by this video. Because the whole idea is like, oh, I'm going to go into Muslim bakeries and ask for a gay wedding cake, and then they refuse, and then I'm going to somehow say I'm against them for refusing gays, but I'm arguing that my people should be able to refuse gays, and then... Like, it's just very confusing where the stand is actually even being taken on
Is
this.
that what he's saying?
I don't know. I mean,
What side is he?
Was he trying to say
he's a conservative?
Yeah, he's a right winger,
Super
like
right-wing.
Tea Party.
Yeah.
But what is they? Why is this even an issue? I thought they were very pro-capitalistic. So I don't understand the issue. And why would also a gay couple ever go to a Muslim bakery to get a wedding cake?
Right.
that doesn't ever happen ever.
Maybe they're gay Muslims.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so but that
Gays-
that doesn't happen though.
Right.
That's not a thing. So
Right, so he goes in there knowing what type of reaction he's going
Oh,
to
of
get.
course. He knows they're not going to make him the cake.
Versus poor, innocent gay people who are having their rights completely trampled. Yep, gays are still hanged in Iran. Let's say you're a baker and a gay person walks in and wants a birthday cake. Fine, no problem, happy birthday. Now, if they want to force that baker to make an expressly gay wedding cake, the baker has the right to not be involved with that particular activity.
How would you even
Do
make
not-
a gay cake? I don't understand. Like,
is it like a rainbow penis cake or something?
Yeah, like unless like it's like I want a cake that's like the shape of like a dick going into a clearly male asshole.
Yeah.
Please.
all of the gay weddings I've been to, they have nicer cake than all the hetero weddings I've been to, and they go to better bakeries. So I don't.
What?
really
course, 'cause they
You
spend
mean there's
more
no
on-
giant penis cakes at gay
I
weddings?
know. With
What?
confetti
It's
coming
just
out
a
the top.
giant erect penis that shoots fucking Bavarian cream out of the top. Yeah, so I mean, I understand. There's the a gay wedding cake looks exactly the same as a straight wedding cake, so I don't really see like how you can make an expressly gay cake, unless you're running like an erotic gay bakery or something.
They have bakeries like that in West Hollywood.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you're doing that, you're probably not very prudish. You're probably not gonna be like, no way.
You could do a penis cake, but not a gay wedding cake. Absolutely not.
We're a strongly Christian erotic cake.
Yes.
Only Jesus naked, huh?
Yeah, we make a cake with Jesus on the cross, naked.
That just reminds me, Mercedes, did you do a Jesus porn?
I did do a Jesus porn, and then I tagged you in it.
Sweet. Make her full screen for this.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, we'll bring her on. I forgot about that. I saw
Yeah.
you post something.
I want
about
to talk about this now. So, what is Jesus porn? Because I've never even heard of this genre.
it's. I mean, it actually. You know what? I was disappointed because I didn't get to fuck Jesus in the film.
That sucks.
I know.
You get to be in a Jesus porn, but you don't get to even
no
fuck
sex
Jesus.
with Jesus. What the hell?
Did anyone get to fuck Jesus?
But Jesus wanted all of us to fuck each other, and that was his message. He came with the message to go fuck ourselves. And I also fucked myself with a hot dog in that movie. So I'll give you the link.
Did you eat it afterwards?
No, I didn't get to eat it.
Who ate it? Did it just get thrown away?
Actually, no, I think Nick Chibbles ate it.
Oh, okay.
My co-star, who I did fuck in the movie, who was not Jesus, unfortunately.
So why wasn't Jesus fucking?
I don't know. You know why? Because they got some hate mail about Jesus fucking. So they totally didn't go through with the Jesus fucking. Although I don't think that was the plan anyway. Because
They may not touch his holy cock.
But if you're gonna make if you're gonna make a porn about Jesus, it seems like you wouldn't really care about some hate mail. Like, it's okay, but Jesus can't fuck.
Jesus can tell him to fuck, but not fuck. That's like, that doesn't really make any
It's okay
sense.
for Jesus to be like the cock orchestrator. He's like da 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 da. Yeah.
Just like your bro, he's your wingman.
He was total wingman. He was just setting everybody up. I know, and I was really sad about not getting to fuck him. So, but Jesus was in the movie. And
So
they made him hippie. Yeah.
If there's anyone out there that owns a porn company and you want Mercedes to be in the Jesus porn, she is eager to fuck Jesus.
I would like to fuck.
She's praying for it.
Everything in me says, please fuck Jesus.
Oh my
I was
God.
sad. But Jesus is in the movie, so it's relevant.
Yeah, Jesus is cool.
Are you done with Steven Crowder?
Yeah, he sucks.
All right.
I don't even understand the position he's coming at this
I don't
from.
get it.
It's it's just a very confused video, and I don't feel like trying to sift through it.
He should be making the bakeries look good, not bad. If he agrees with bakeries about their discrimination, then shouldn't he be like, yeah, good, that's a good thing. But
Good job.
Yeah.
But he's making them look bad for the discrimination, which is the opposite of what you think. I don't.
Yeah, he's just like I said,
who
it
knows?
makes no sense. Like you'll get an aneurysm trying to figure it out.
Did the Wiley.
I feel cold. Ah!
All right, so it looks like that fraternity that the Rolling Stone article was written about is about to pursue legal action against Rolling Stone.
Cool. Good.
Yeah, I read about that.
So, Danny, I'm going to get you to start this because you wrote a phenomenal piece for CNN.com on who gets to sue and get their good name back.
So in cases like this, there's an easy answer right away. You take University of Virginia and they're out. The university is a government entity because it's a state university, and therefore state or government entities cannot sue for defamation unless you identify a particular person within that agency. Now we move on to the fraternity. And as a general rule, groups cannot sue for defamation unless an individual has been identified. And in this case, the argument would be that, well, really just the fraternity was maligned.
Well, hold on.
However,
Wait. Groups maybe not. Maybe big groups not, but little groups sure can.
Sure, smaller groups. I think in this situation, everyone understands and knows and would agree that that fraternity took it on the chin. Now, as a result of this story, and it's largely believed now to be discredited
Took it on the chin.
and untrue.
Rolling Stone fucking castrated them with a rusty pair of fucking scissors. They didn't take it on the chin.
A story that was not even verified. They did not even follow typical journalistic practice with the story. They just ran the story like this must be the truth.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, this one girl makes this accusation that involves this entire fraternity and all these people, and Rolling Stone doesn't investigate it at all, doesn't try to get the other side of the story, doesn't even really talk to anyone else who was there or around or even investigate the facts to make sure it adds up. They just take her story and say,
they heard a story and they printed it. That's all they did.
We listened to her and we printed what she said, and it turned out to be totally false, and now we're just going to be like, oh, well, oopsie daisy. Usually we're very thorough with our research. I don't know what happened in this case. Oops.
They sent a lynch mob after him too. I mean, this was not, the fallout on this was so great, and it was so severe, and it cast so many shadows. It's completely irresponsible, completely.
so often threatened and so rarely actually carried out because they're very difficult cases to prove, both in the liability side, but also the damages. You usually have to show that it caused you some actual tangible financial harm. So these individual plaintiffs, even if they are able to sue under Virginia's small group theory,
Breaking news. On exactly the topic
I feel
we're
a little bit
discussing.
rude, guys. I'm looking at my laptop here, but that's because the fraternity, in Richmond, they are in Charlottesville. They're watching this press conference at Columbia. They're about to issue a statement. They are going to say they are going to sue. The fraternity is, and this is the specific fraternity, not the university, of course.
So, like, while they were talking about it, they heard that they actually are going to do it.
They're gonna sue. They're gonna sue. And I hope they fucking win.
Yeah, I don't support many lawsuits like this, but I definitely support this one.
They should sue.
Yeah, for sure.
They shouldn't just sue Rolling Stone though. They should also sue Jackie for her fucking tall tales, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Not that she has any money, but
right.
Fuck her.
Well, if they get a judgment against her, I mean, I think it's only fair. I mean, there should be severe criminal repercussions for making false rape claims, and that's the reason.
That's the most misogynist thing I've ever heard.
Just believe the victim. Just believe the victim.
But I mean, how, if there were severe criminal penalties for false rape claims, then there wouldn't be so many made. And that's the problem right now. That's why these women do this, because they can do it.
Mercedes?
And they go, oh, I was wrong. And then everybody goes, oh, well, you guys just took it on the chin. And it's like, no, she should be in prison, or there should be a financial penalty to this.
You know what, Mercedes? You need to work on listening and believing. I've heard that before from the Tumblrites. They'll say, women need to be listened to and believed. It's like, how about no? How about I'm not going to believe anyone regardless of their gender, just on total face value without looking into anything myself?
Move on to... I have one with Alex Jones talking about how the Pentagon planted a gay bomb to make people gay.
A gay bomb.
Yeah.
Gay bomb. A gay bomb.
Yes.
A gay
Like a
bomb.
lot of serotonin, like a dopamine serotonin bomb.
Something like
I just want to suck your cock now.
It was a Jesuit cum bomb.
a new cocky.
A new cocky, yes.
Don't tell me that I'm a weirdo because I'm like you. I'm like Charlton Heston at the end of Omega Man, which is a remake of The Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price, both excellent films. And he's got the cure for the virus that basically turns people into undead vampires. And he's there, and they go, buddy, we don't want to change. And they throw a spear into him and kill him.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm here showing
Much
you
like
White House
the
Science Czar
gays.
wrote about this in the 70s. I'm showing you the proof. I've made films on it, how they're doing it. In fact, Google Pentagon planned gay bomb.
Google that.
Google gay bomb.
Google Pentagon planned gay bomb.
Gay bomb.
The gay bomb.
You know what? They must have.
happens when I Google it.
They
I
dropped it in
support the
San
gay
Francisco,
bomb.
TJ, and see what happened there.
Yeah.
They've got chemical hormone sprays that they can spray on a man. And you immediately begin releasing chemicals in your brain where the smell of men through your olfactory nerve makes it uncontrollable that you want to jump on top of them like they're Marilyn Monroe. There it is, BBC.
Oh, if you want to jump on Marilyn Monroe now, then you've got more problems than I could imagine.
I wasn't aware that you could just, like, put gayness in an aerosol spray bottle, but apparently you can.
But if they did that, wouldn't it be like, if this was really working, then when, overall crime would be down, we wouldn't have to talk about rape culture, because it would just be like Sparta, and everybody would just be fucking each other.
Spartans!
Yeah, so we should...
And then nobody would breathe.
If this technology exists, we should just use it. Just make everyone gay. The world will be a better place.
If we just did the gay thing, then we just don't ever have to breed, and then that'd be that. We could all just be done.
Yeah,
It's
finally,
awful.
the end
Eradicate
of the stupid
humanity.
fucking human race.
Wow, man, I need to join the NWO right now because I agree with their plot to thin out the world's population. Way to go, Illuminati.
Gay bomb.
Military pondered love, not war. The U.S. military investigated building a gay bomb, which would make enemy soldiers sexually irresistible to each other. In rodent studies, Within one day, the rats even stopped eating. They just began fornicating immediately.
Sweet.
Now,
My friend online said the gay bomb is stuffed with 1,000 kilograms of Woodland Hills Molly. Totally.
I don't get it.
It's a drug reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? What are these kids talking
Yeah.
about?
I don't like these kids and their craziness.
They're Molly. Back
Yeah.
in the day, we did ecstasy.
Yep. I knew exactly what you meant.
I'm so shocked.
Ben is such a fucking druggie.
you want to understand, we've been hit
so subtle,
by
TJ.
a confusion weapon, a stun weapon. And they don't want it to be too obvious. They've been testing
gay stunner.
a whole bunch of different
Is it a
systems, positronic, electronic,
It doesn't sound like it's a
waves,
confusion
chemical,
weapon.
radiological, biological. They've already put viruses in the population. They've been testing.
What's he doing with his hands?
He's stirring this invisible
potion.
pot.
A
in front
potion of
him.
bullshit.
He's
Yeah,
like a DJ
He's
or
like,
something.
okay, and they're doing all this stuff, and
on troops that act.
yeah, he's just
That would be
stirring the
great,
invisible
though.
bullshit pot in front of himself.
I like the idea, though, of spraying Molly all over people. I think that's a great idea.
Oh my god.
If we just did that as a society, everything would be better. If the military is doing this, I like them more for it.
Yeah, you
Why
need to
can't
go.
they
Just
should do
put
it here.
You should just go. You could go volunteer for the Molly Corps or whatever.
I want to go. I want the gay bomb. Can you promise to get the gay bomb?
The gay bomb.
Sign me up for the gay bomb.
Sign me up for the gay bomb, baby.
Actually destroy parts of the brain, reprogramming. All of this is going on.
It is.
All that's going on.
It's all going on.
You are watching the best.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all going on, Ben. That's real shit, buddy. That's stuff that's happening. The gay bomb.
Next clip we have here is Rick Santorum.
Oh, neat.
Haven't seen him in a while, but he's always entertaining.
There's like 12 people there.
The federal government's role,
Why is anyone clapping?
first and foremost, is to protect our rights. Our role is to educate our children what those rights are and where they come from.
Go!
Senator Santorum, thank you for being here. I'm Virginia Ellisor, a retired school teacher, lifelong political activist, and lifelong resident of South Carolina. I'll ask you the same question I asked Senator Cruz, and I'll preface it by saying Michelle Bachmann, I think it was King, said that Boehner made a deal. My question is on defending this country. Thank you for what you do for national security. I'm concerned about sealing these borders and protecting the United States. I've fought that battle all my life.
Thank you.
And I'm losing, and it's because I'm not getting help from my Congress. And anyway, Michelle Bachmann and King, in an interview on one of the stations, said that Boehner made a deal with Obama back in September to be on board with his executive amnesty. The American people put the Republicans
Keep them all out. Keep them all out.
Stop prank with Scarlett. I don't give a damn.
I've been defending the border my whole damn life. I've been just patrolling it with a shotgun, looking for any Mexicans trying to cross.
Don't you cross.
And my congressman just ain't helping me out. Why? I heard our Boehner made a secret deal with Obama to support his executive amnesty.
Well, TJ, this show supports machine gun turrets every 5 feet on the border to keep us safe.
I say every 2 feet.
2 feet.
Honestly.
maybe that'll keep us really safe.
You know what we should do? We should just nuke Mexico.
Yeah, just nuke Mexico and Canada too, for sure.
Canada.
Any country near us just has to go.
I say just nuke every country but America, and then there's no possibility of anyone who we don't want here ever entering.
You know, that's a really good idea.
You know?
You should be president, TJ.
I think I should. TJ for president.
See 2020 in 2020.
Hashtag TJ for president.
Do you remember the video you made, TJ?
Yeah.
I said, see 2020 in 2020.
That's when I'm going to become president in the year 2020.
Office in the House and the Senate, and the two things we asked y'all to do were shut down Obama's executive amnesty and shut down Obamacare. And you didn't. You let us down on both issues. Why is the Congress rolling over and letting this communist dictator destroy my country? Y'all know what he is, and I know what he is. I want him out of the White House. He's not a citizen. He could have been removed a long time ago. Larry Clayman's the one who got the judge to say that the executive amnesty is illegal. Everything he does is illegal.
I feel actually kind of bad for Santorum.
He's just like, oh shit.
Because like he's sitting there just listening to this constituent. It's like, somehow I have to represent this person even though I have like some semblance of human intelligence. So now I have to kind of try to figure out some way to actually like represent this viewpoint in a way that doesn't sound as batshit crazy. And it's an unenviable task on his part.
Well, plus he's a politician, so if you boil it down far enough, somewhere along the way, he's like voting for whoever's lining his pocket. So how could he say that? How could he stand up there and go, well, ma'am, I hear your problems with how I'm voting, but quite frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn because you're not buying me the house in Barbados, so you can go fuck off. I mean, because that's really, you boil it down, like, I don't even know why they do this. This is all a big dog and pony show. You think Santorum or any of these guys is going to fix anything? Like, you're fucking delusional.
Right.
I mean, honestly, watch
Obama. Oh my God. But Obama is a communist dictator. Stalin is destroying America. Kill him. Oh my God. Destroy Obama. He's the devil. And he's not a citizen. You guys could have killed him off a long time ago and you ain't done it. Why you done let us down, Santorum? Why?
He was going to single-handedly save America from the downward spiral it has been going through for the last 40 to 50 years. Santorum was our only hope.
Actually, it's only been going on a downward spiral since Obama got in office.
Yeah, since 2008.
Yeah, Obama started the
That's when
decline.
Obama started the decline of America, which until then had been nothing but prosperity, with never any economic downturn
A shining
at all.
city on the hill.
Yep.
That all others looked up to.
I want to hear what he says, though.
He's trying to destroy the United States. The Congress knows this. What kind of games is the Congress of the United States playing with the citizens of the United States? Y'all need to work for us, not for the lobbyists that pay your salaries. Amen. Get on board. Well, let's stop all this and save America. What's going on, Senator Santorum? Where do we go from here? Ted told me I've got to wait until the next election. I don't think the country will be around for the next election. Obama tried to blow up a nuke in Charleston a few months ago, and the three admirals and generals, he has totally destroyed our military. He's fired.
He tried to blow up a nuke in Charleston? What?
And he's destroying our military.
Everyone knows Obama. What, you guys didn't hear about the time Obama tried to nuke Charleston? I thought that was just a well-known fact.
I guess not.
I don't like Obama, but it's like, that's absurd. That's crazy.
That's the problem with the people who hate Obama. They don't even have valid criticisms of him. It's all bullshit.
I almost have to like him just because I can't possibly hate him as much as these people who fucking just make shit up.
I'm moderate in my dislike of him when I hear women like that.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm almost like, God damn, you guys just really kind of make Obama seem better with this shit.
Dude, it's like he pisses these people off, and you're like, man, I hate these people so much. I guess I'll like Obama because they hate him.
They're like, Obama tried to blow up Charleston with a nuclear missile.
It's like, what?
Honestly, if Obama really wanted to do that, who's going to fucking stop him? Like, what do you mean tried? He's the president. All he has to do is like, we're nuking Charleston.
We are about to nuke Charleston.
All the generals and all the admirals that said they wouldn't fire on the American people if you asked them to do so if he wanted to take the guns away from them. This man is a communist dictator. We need him out of that White House now. And the Congress of the United States.
He did the cane.
We've lost our Congress. We've lost our executive.
Cutter Mike.
I would ask you please to allow the senator to answer the question. I got your question. You've made.
Where's
what
those?
Question? What do you mean you got our question? There was no question.
Dude, shut her up. We understand. We understand.
We understand, lady.
Please, we understand. God, please.
Where are those?
We understand.
Where are those? Don't
stop talking.
Please me, bro, cops when we need
I
them.
know, right?
I wish I could.
Dude, no. When conservatives gather,
I wish
they could have fucking bazookas, and the cops are like, they have a right to protest. Any liberal group protest. Get these bums out of the street. Tase them. Spray them with the hose.
I wish I could just take over Santorum's body right now in this very moment. So I could be like, bitch, what the fuck you smoking?
Bitch, what you smoking?
Get this crackhead bitch off the mic.
That's awesome.
The question. Please let him answer.
Okay, well... First off, I take somewhat offensive referring it to you because I'm not a sitting member of the Senate, so I'm not taking blame for any of that stuff, right? I mean, they're
Yeah, you were just.
But I will tell you this. You've hit on one point that I absolutely agree. This is a complete lack of leadership. The bottom line is that I can tell you when President Obama issued that executive order, I don't care what the executive order was about. When he issued an executive order or executive action that said that he's not only not going to enforce the law, but he is going to actively change that law and make new law and be able to act and force the agencies to act in pursuant to that law.
Hold on. Wow. You really, you were handed something that you could have done something with, and you're just floundering with it.
Yeah, why doesn't he say, excuse me, did you just say Obama tried to blow up a city with a nuke?
Yeah, if I was him, I'd just be like, you know what? I hate Obama. I mean, I wouldn't say I hate Obama if I was a politician, but
I disagree with the president.
I strongly disagree with the president on many issues, but when you start talking about him trying to nuke Charleston, you just make conservatives sound like idiots, and I think you should just shut your fucking ugly ass mouth, bitch. Then do a mic
never
drop.
Gonna happen. Poof. That's part of their base. There's no way they would do
Mic
that.
drop.
All right, so
his answer sucks though. Like, Obama trying to do a law that's not a law. He's saying it's a law and it's a law, and then
he's wrong.
He's trying to enact a law to make the law not seem like a law to people who wrote the law.
I just have one question: where was the president born? No one knows.
Kenya.
Could be.
Kenya.
Probably is Kenya.
Kenya.
He
was born in Kenya, damn it!
I ain't a communist.
I was born in Kenya.
By the way, everyone, if you've enjoyed the show so far, please give it a thumbs
up. Oh, but I think it's time to focus on TJ.
Thumbs the fuck up, bitch.
TJ making a passionate speech, demanding thumbs up.
Yeah.
All right, here you go, TJ.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
God, that
Thumbs
wasn't. That was.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
Ben.
What?
Thumbs up.
All right. And we also want to remind everyone that the T-shirts are still on sale.
No, they're not. Thumbs up.
I'll tell you what. Looks like America's losing.
You know, I'm not surprised, honestly, because this. I really thought about this, and America is only losing because our fans must mostly be communists. So I realized I didn't really lose the American. I was looking at our audience demographics. It's about 90% communism. So Ben's really just pandering to our communist sect of our audience, which are all liberals are obviously communists.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Thumbs up.
All right. So.
Thumbs up.
The next story I found on CNN. It's about how Kim Jong-un recruits women for Pleasure Squad.
Pleasure Squad!
Let's recruit TJ for the Pleasure Squad.
Pleasure Squad!
TJ, you need to go live in North Korea and pleasure Kim Jong-un.
Thumbs up, Pleasure Squad!
You have to learn to dance for him, TJ.
Yeah.
With tensions already high as the U.S. and South Korea conduct military drills, more saber rattling towards the west. Today, North Korea test firing 4 short-range missiles, traveling 84 miles before plunging into the sea. A Pentagon official saying, quote, "We urge North Korea to refrain from provocative actions that aggravate tensions and instead focus on fulfilling its international obligations and commitments."
He's got to release his tensions now.
Yeah.
Oh, we urge North Korea to not do that.
Yeah, could you guys stop being a bunch of douchebags that basically enslave your own citizens and, control aspects of their lives?
That's a lie, Scotty.
Oh, yeah, because people living in North Korea live lives of luxury, of course.
That's all Western propaganda, dude.
Yeah, I think not.
North Korea is paradise on earth.
Meanwhile, the North Korean leader is setting his sights on his personal indulgence. Kim Jong-un is now reinstituting so-called pleasure squads.
Pleasure squad!
According to Chosun Ilbo, a pro-North Korean newspaper, a tradition enjoyed by his father and his grandfather, employing a group of young female companions handpicked based on good looks and measurements to be at their disposal right by their side for personal entertainment, whether by synchronized swimming or just a shower of affection.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's what they're there for.
Hey, Mercedes, would you want to join Kim Jong-un's pleasure squad?
I don't think there are enough gold pieces or missiles on this planet.
Right.
Don't want to be on the pleasure squad, huh?
What if someone made this into a porn movie though?
Actually, I think Hessler's making a porn movie of the interview or something. They're doing something provocative, and they're doing a parody of his likeness.
Sweet.
I figured this
love
much.
Hessler.
You
Yeah,
should be on that one.
I should.
Pleasure squad!
I'm not Asian
Doesn't-
enough to be in it.
Doesn't matter. Just tape your eyes up.
Kim Jong-il died in December 2011, there is a mandatory period of mourning.
This guy looks very
It
intense.
is possible that the son refrained from these practices in observance.
He doesn't blink. It's scary. He's like one of these people that
just looks at you.
What did I do?
Unyielding. How are you, TJ?
Kim Jong-il died. I would know. I was there.
Of those compulsory 3 years of mourning. Now that he's out of that period, he may be in the process of resuscitating these joy brigades.
And next month, Kim Jong-un
I
will
think you have
take
to be
his
really
first
good at
trip-
waving if you're the leader of North Korea. You just wave everyone. Hey, how you doing? How's it going?
Hey, everybody.
Waving.
What's up?
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, we're waving.
Hi.
We're still waving.
Hi, everybody.
Gotta keep waving.
I'm the leader of this country.
He probably practices waving all day in like the mirror. He's like,
The
okay.
mirror. The mirror. North Korea.
So I've put off playing this next person's videos for a long time.
Why?
Because he's a younger guy. He's like in his mid-teens, I think.
A little teenage boy.
Yeah. But this next video's ridiculous. I mean, he's already made such gems as Obama is making kids gay.
Yeah.
And
Brilliant video.
With
ones
the gay
like that.
bomb we just saw.
Yeah,
we
we
saw
know.
that. We explained it.
Yeah.
It was explained.
The gay bomb demystified.
Well, this is a different. He was claiming it. Obama was doing it through different means, but
like hypnosis.
Subliminal messages.
Yeah, that
Through the
kind of
water
stuff.
supply. Fluoride.
All right, so here
Fluoride
it is.
make you gay.
Fluoride for the gays.
It's Caiden Cowger.
Caiden.
What is forced labor?
Okay.
What is forced labor? Forced labor is
that's
slavery,
forced.
is it not?
Yeah.
Is it not?
So when the government is coming in and forcing Christians to work to promote sin, what is that? That is slavery. And
When did they do that? Wait.
Oh.
When did that happen? Did that happen?
All the time.
Well, I guess it would. I guess you could say it. I guess by his standards, it's happened anywhere where there's anti-discrimination laws that would prevent businesses such as bakeries from saying they're not going to provide a cake for a gay wedding or something like that.
Yeah, I plus like.
If that's
But I mean,
the case, though, I want to make all the churches promote my pornography. I mean, the government's going to make them do it anyway.
Yeah.
I want to
in
make
church.
a church. I want to pass out these flyers. What is it for? Oh my god.
Okay, a bakery though is not a church. It's just a fucking place that sells cakes. That's all it is.
Huh?
That's what they do for a job. So making them do the job that they advertise themselves as doing
Okay.
and actually in
But
fact
TJ,
do
they
is
have
not a form of slavery.
But they have a deeply held
The
belief.
government made bakers bake. It's slavery.
They have a deeply held belief.
So they weren't compensated for it? No, they were paid. It's like, oh, so it's that paid slavery where you do your job that you already do. No, that's the worst kind of slavery because it's so hard to see.
But TJ, you're not understanding. They have a deeply held belief.
Oh, right.
Remember, if you have a deeply held belief, because they always say that way, I have a deeply held belief, so I can't do this thing.
A deeply held belief.
There you go.
How much can you get away with for deeply held beliefs exactly?
We're still figuring that out.
You can apparently you can discriminate because you have a deeply and actually get rich too.
Get rich.
Remember the pizzeria in Indiana?
Deeply held belief.
$820,000 for refusing to cater the gay wedding. And it's like TJ's like, I think maybe teacher were talking about it, like, damn, the drunken peasants, we hate gays now too.
Send us money,
Just
conservatives.
send us money, conservatives. Come on.
Gay people aren't allowed to watch this show.
Yeah, stop watching if you're gay. Turn off this freaking show.
Yeah. Send us money, conservatives, for hating the gays for you.
This guy, this kid right here, he always says that being gay is unnatural, but I'm just looking at his hair, and his hair defies the laws of nature.
I think he's like just like trying to model himself after Steven Crowder. He's like,
Yeah.
one day I'll be Steven Crowder.
Who is that? Oh, never mind. I'll look it up. Sad.
Steven Crowder was the guy we played earlier, and then this
Muslim bakery guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's okay. He's not really worth knowing.
Cowger.
They did a study on this though, and they found that these anti-gay guys, like whenever they show them gay pornography, like they hook them up to probes, and they found that they're more aroused by gay. Yeah, the more anti-gay somebody is, the more aroused
Dude,
they are.
but
by
you
gay
can
pornography.
just look at him right now and like fill a thought bubble above his head with dicks, and it's true.
I hate them gays so much. Don't ever look at my computer though. It has to be password protected.
Hate the fags.
Party
All the
is once again
even if you just look behind
embracing
him,
it.
there's like snakes everywhere. What do you think that's a symbol
The
for?
Democratic Party has a vivid history of embracing
gayness.
slavery.
Embrace the Democratic Party has a.
Okay, come on.
I guess he's going to try to tie this to like the Civil War era.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, let's go back like 160 years. The Democrats supported slavery like 160 years ago, and it was a totally different party.
But they still
in the party of the South.
But they still do support slavery, as proven by this like stuff going on.
No, he
now.
did not. He's proven nothing.
That's slavery, Scotty.
No, it's not
slavery.
Making them make.
And
the
that is
cake.
exactly what it is doing once again by opposing the Religious Liberty Bill in Arkansas and in Indiana.
Many people from many different groups opposed the bills. It wasn't like it was just Democrats or progressives. There's even plenty of conservative people like, this is stupid.
No,
So-
Scotty. Don't try to inject nuance into his narrative, buddy.
I apologize. He's completely right about everything.
Good job.
And all these companies that are coming out opposing religious liberty in these states.
So
they're private businesses. What
Hey,
do you
look.
get? What issue do you take with that?
I stopped him on a cocksuck face.
Oh.
So that's a good moment right there.
He really did.
Oh man.
Stopped him on a cocksuck face. I believe I can suck. And then my asshole you will fuck. I dream about it every night and day. Take my virginity away. I mean, like, seriously, if you're like a teenage boy and this is the kind of shit that you're doing and thinking, then like, what is going on in your life, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I can't even see myself giving a fuck about this at any point in my life, but especially not when I was a fucking teenager. Like, oh, you know what? I'm a 15-year-old boy. I'm very concerned that the gays are getting like all these rights and shit in America. It's really pissing me off.
No, TJ,
That's what's on my mind.
Nothing against gays, TJ. It's about religious liberty.
This is a perfect screenshot.
I know.
Hold on.
We were just commenting on that.
All right. Let's see.
This is Ben's favorite screenshot of all time.
Oh, Ben's like, you better open your mouth a
Here you
little
go.
wider.
Screenshot, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're back.
Screen shit.
Okay.
We screenshotted him.
All right.
In the ass. Here you go, Ben.
Are pro-slavery.
Yeah.
Christians are being enslaved in this nation. Being forced to
Christians
work
are being
against their will
enslaved.
to promote unrighteous.
Christians are slaves, everybody. Did you know that, Ben? Did you know that Christians are being enslaved?
Yeah.
Dude, Ben was once
the
a
war
Christian.
on the war on Christmas.
That was
and-
the first sign.
Yep.
What's
No,
why
it's
Ben?
the cakes. The cakes.
Yeah, the cakes and the pizza parlors and all that shit.
Oh, dude, me and Ben were talking about this before. I'm like, Ben, why aren't you a Christian anymore? It's like slavery, man. They said if you become an atheist, you know, slavery ends. Like, fuck it, I'm an atheist.
Also, doesn't the Bible pretty much say that slavery is cool anyway? So
Yeah, they're good with it.
Biblical slavery is fine. We even talked to G-Men who said it was fine. Come on.
So I don't know what he's.
And he's an
whining about.
expert. He always wins, TJ. If G-Men, who always wins and always knows right about the Bible, says slavery is fine, it has to be fine.
Of course.
In Ephesians 5:11, it
God.
states,
Amen.
And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Meaning not to take part in promoting sin, in promoting what is unrighteous, in promoting what God is against. So if
Amen.
you are a Christian baker, the Bible says not to bake a cake in support of sin. Not
Hell
to
yeah!
create
Don't bake that
promotions
cake.
of sin.
Take a stand against those cakes. Fuck that cake. 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 Fuck that cake.
Fuck that cake. This is America, goddammit!
What's wrong with you, TJ?
This is motherfucking America.
What's wrong with you, buddy?
This kid just needs to get laid.
I think you're right.
No, he spends too much time in his little recording studio.
No, he just needs to go to the rest area or the truck stop and, you know, do the little, oh, I'm tapping my foot in the next stall and, you know, and then he'll be fine, you know.
I think we're better at airports.
He'll be so much more relaxed in his next video. He'll just be like, you know all that bullshit I was talking before?
I was
Never
wrong.
mind.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Never mind, guys. I got a good solid ass fucking and now I'm okay. Now I'm an okay bloke.
And that is exactly what these bakers are being forced to do.
That is exactly what these bakers are being forced to do.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Listen
it's
to the
coming down
anger in my nasally voice.
where Christians are being recognized as second-class citizens.
Fuck.
Gay marriage was never an important issue.
So gays
It was important
are basically like
to win for the LGBT community.
So gays are
It
like
was
the
just a
ones in true power, and the Christians are like this like super oppressed
In
minority.
a world where gays control everything.
Everything's good looking. All of the airports look nice and smell good. All of the bakeries are super high end. I mean, these guys, like these arguments that these guys are making, they seriously need to take a trip to West Hollywood because it's just all shit in LA. And then you get to West Hollywood and it's super nice because it's where all the gays live. Like we can hope that the gays take over.
Gays know how to run shit, motherfucker. Gay people should just be in charge of everything.
But he just said that the Christians are second-class citizens, and then he's like, well, gay marriage is not an issue. Like, gays don't need marriage. They're second-class citizens. We're the ones who are being it's like, I don't understand these people's logic loops.
Circular logic.
It's not even circular. It's actually square logic.
Square logic.
The logic
Well,
of squares.
they all have victim complexes, too.
I'm such a victim.
It's like,
we're slaves and we're second-class citizens.
It's not like they're the ones being
And,
like,
it's like, no, you're not. You're so fucking absurd.
they weren't being thrown. This guy wasn't ever thrown to a lion, you know. I mean, it wasn't in the Coliseum like, throw this Christian to a lion. You know, they're not really being persecuted in the same way.
It reminds me of like the Tumblr feminist, like, oh my god, someone stared at my boobs today. I'm oppressed. Society just hates me.
They're only an object.
Small thing. If you listen to McAlemore's song, Same Love, you'll hear one of the lines in the song says that a certificate isn't going to solve it all, or ain't going to solve it all, because he has bad vocabulary like that. Ain't going to solve it all, but it is a curse word good place to start. It is a good place to start.
Word, good place to start.
It was never in the agenda to just get same-sex marriage. They want to get what they define as gay rights implemented in the United States of America. And
Global gay domination. Oh
humans
my God.
with rights? We're going to give humans rights?
They want to round up all the straight people and put them in
You'll be
concentration
branded with an
camps.
S for straight. Oh! The FEMA straight camps.
What are you, some kind of heterosexual?
Yes.
Yes, I am. Oh.
Brand him quickly.
Get the shackles.
You'll be forced to work in the mines.
We'll have to rape the straight out of him. Caiden's like, please let it happen, please. Please.
All my fantasies coming true.
Caiden's like, and then one day the gays are just gonna rape us all.
All day.
All day, and we'll have no choice.
It'll be a massive gay orgy. Oh.
And there's nothing we could do about it. Oh, it makes me shiver. It makes my spine tingle.
the interesting thing about gay rights is that they're not even rights.
Yeah.
They're not defined as being such under any federal document. Yet they are given such notoriety.
Okay.
Everyone has the right to marry in this nation.
Okay.
The opposite sex.
Oh, come on. That's so over.
Bad
fucking
arguments 101.
The opposite sex there is everyone. Well, you know.
Yeah, everyone has the right to walk upstairs. Why is this wheelchair person complaining?
Yeah.
He has every bit the same right to walk up those stairs.
Does he not have legs?
Yeah.
Could he not use them to walk up the stairs?
Well, no, he can't.
Well, that's his problem.
Oh. Well, I don't understand when I hear all these handicap rights. How come they get their special ramps? It's pissing me off.
Doesn't matter if you're gay, doesn't matter if you're straight. When marriage is defined as being between one man and one woman, that right is not being denied to anyone. Therefore, that privilege is not being denied, making it constitutional.
Reality does not exist.
Find it.
So you can get married.
The argument, reality does not exist.
So, I mean, like, can we just, like... I mean, is he too young for me to say that he's, like, the worst person ever?
I don't know. You know, he's said stuff he said things that have been so fucked up that even Bill Maher and Cenk Uygur have responded to him in the past.
Look how, like, just look at his face. Like, he looks like a fucking, like, he's like a young Nazi or something.
He's a smarmy little twat.
Like, he's just, like, looks
He
like...
is.
That's like the face you see as you're being, like, pushed into the death camp, you know? Just look at him. Like,
I'm following orders.
It's just like this look of, like, utter contempt and just meanness. And there's not, like, a single, like, speck of kindness anywhere in his speech or features. He's just like this evil, fucking hate-filled piece of goddamn human refuge. Like, what fucking good is this motherfucker? What a useless piece of fucking crap. And he's just talking all this sanctimonious shit like he's the good guy when he's just so obviously fucking pure evil from fucking his ugly exterior right down to his shitty little black core. Fuck this motherfucker.
Tell us how you really feel about him, TJ.
I think he's a jerk.
But especially like guys like this, like like making fun of whiny. Like after I see guys like this, I'm like, then I feel bad about that because I'm like, no, this guy is the guy that I want to beat the shit out of.
Sorry, Ryan Wiley. Ryan Wiley, you look like very favorable compared to this fuck. I can at least say, like, Ryan, as bad as you are,
Dude.
at least you're not this.
Ryan Wiley needs to go befriend this guy. People be like, man, Ryan Wiley sucks. Meet my buddy.
Yeah, then meet my buddy Caiden. Then it's like
20 minutes later, man, Ryan's great. Where's Ryan at? Ryan, come back over here, man.
Ryan is a nice
We
guy.
miss you.
Too bad he's got that douchebag friend Caiden. Ryan by himself would be pretty nice.
Sorry, guys, gotta bring Caiden. He's like, it's like special education. Oh, I get it.
Yeah, he's got like perpetual douchebag syndrome. It's very serious.
Incurable. Sorry.
As being that, who knows? Who knows? Because the interpretation of the Constitution today is really the relay of our justices' political opinions. It has absolutely nothing to do with the United States Constitution.
Okay.
And he's saying this being a legal constitutional law expert, which he is, obviously.
Yeah, plus he's trying to treat the Constitution like it's some kind of like, written in stone kind of shit when it's clear the founders intended for it to be something that was amenable to the change of time.
Poppycock.
Yeah.
Well, especially because they apply their biblical stuff to it. So that's one of my favorite things. All these like libertarian, pro-constitution types. They go, well, but marriage is between a man and a woman, and it's like, well, no, your Bible says that. Your Constitution doesn't say that. Constitution doesn't say
It's all
that.
the same to them. God wrote both of them.
Hey, Moses was one of our founding fathers, guys. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay, the hand of God came.
And then God created America.
By the way, everyone, if you've enjoyed Mercedes as a guest on the show so far, give the video a thumbs up.
Give it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Give her a thumbs up.
Yeah, give her a thumbs up. If you enjoy what you see on the screen
Stick
right
your
now,
thumbs up.
Yeah.
give it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
I think that worked.
All our fans will always make the same joke. I gotta research her videos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, research Mercedes Carrera's videos.
Really late tonight by myself.
Oh, do a little research tonight. Oh yeah. Need my special hand lotion for my special research.
Oh well, man. Took a little farther.
Mercedes, come on. You know you're just a sex object and no one
I
fucking
am.
respects you, right?
Just a fuck toy. I'm a pornographic posing fuck toy.
Fucking
patriarchy.
dumpster. Yeah.
Cum dumpster. Yeah, somebody called me a cum dumpster. It was a
I
chick
saw
called me a
that.
cum
That's why I
dumpster.
mentioned it. Someone called you a cum dumpster. You're like, all right, I'm a proud cum dumpster.
Photos of me covered in cum. It was fun.
When I hear the word cum dumpster, though, I can't help but literally see like a dumpster that is filled with cum.
Oh my god!
It's like they're cleaning out like a fucking brothel or some guy just dumping a bucket of cum in like like 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, how'd I get this fucking job?
Put it in the cum dumpster.
Well, I used to work at a fast food restaurant back in the day.
And you had to empty the cum dumpster at the end of the night, too.
Well, there's that dumpster, and they dump all like the deep fryer grease, and it does turn like this weird like off-white color, so it does kind of look like a big cum dumpster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was the cum dumpster conversation.
Yep. Yeah, that happened.
Reached the end of the internet again.
The Drunken Peasants, I think we just like hang around the very edge of the internet and just circle around the entire internet over and over again, trying to like push the boundaries a little further out every time.
Exactly.
We keep expanding.
Fuck these boundaries, guys. We're gonna have the cum dumpster conversation, and it's gonna become a memorable, fucking iconic YouTube moment that everyone talks about forever. Remember the time the Drunken Peasants had the cum dumpster conversation?
Oh, those were times.
That revolutionized the internet, fellas. Never has the internet been as influential or interesting as it was during the Drunken Peasants cum dumpster conversation with Mercedes Carrera.
Never again.
On episode 104.
I don't know where to go from there.
There is nowhere to go from there.
That's the zenith of our podcast. It's all downhill from here.
Yeah. So, TJ, did you make the video about how that bakery is getting threats after Josh Fuckstein?
No, but I made a Josh Moronstein video today.
So
and a lot of people got mad at me for doing it because I said at one point that I wasn't going to make fun of Josh Feuerstein again, and I guess a lot of people remembered that, and they're like, you said you would never go after him again. It's like, well, apparently I fucking lied, bitch.
Well, I would say, we don't have to go after him personally. We can just go after...
No, but I did go after him today in my Josh
okay.
Moronstein video, which is a response to the video I think you're about to play, maybe.
Well, apparently, the bakery that he called is getting threats.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right, so...
New tonight,
I think
a
you've seen
cake
this.
controversy.
Oh, not this one.
A local baker says she's getting death threats because she
Okay.
refused to make a cake with a message against gay marriage.
all because Josh Fuckstein wanted to make a point in his video.
Look,
right?
I know...
he never said specifically to make threats.
I know I'm not Bill Maher or something, but new rule. No more major news stories about cakes for a while. I mean, I never thought I'd say this as a fat guy, but I'm sick of talking about cake.
What?
Yeah.
You're a fucking communist. You're no brother of mine.
Anyway, go ahead.
The man who placed the order recorded it, then posted it online. Now, tonight we are
Josh
talking to both
Fuckstein.
sides. Shelley Muniz is
Josh
live outside the
Moronstein.
Cut the Cake Bakery in Longwood. So, Shelley, police are taking this very seriously.
This baker says that she filed a police report after she got death threats from people across the country. Now, the guy who posted this video lives in Arizona, and he told me tonight that he did this to start a discussion. It certainly has. This shop here that may otherwise go unnoticed is now in the spotlight.
I need a sheet cake.
Why did you have to be shitty towards the bakery there? This spot here that may otherwise have gone unnoticed. It's like, oh, this shitty little bakery that none of us would ever go to because we're big highfalutin news reporters.
To say we do not support gay marriage.
He wanted us to put a hateful message on a cake, and I said, we're not going to do that.
Sharon Haller owns Cut the Cake in Longwood, a mom and pop shop now at the center of controversy over that phone call and this video.
For me, this is nothing against gay people. For me, this is about religious freedom.
Joshua Fierstein, a former pastor in Arizona, is the man who made the call. He calls it a social experiment following Indiana's new and controversial religious freedom law.
I wanted to see if it was actually a double standard. If a gay-friendly bakery and one that advertises themselves so on pro-LGBT wedding sites would actually bake a cake that went against their principle. And that is Cut the Cake in Florida. Sharon Haller is the owner.
Haller says that experiment came at her expense.
And I think he actually took down the video, too.
Yeah, for people who are all about supposedly spreading Christ's word, they sure do a shitty job of it. Can you imagine? You know, it's like our Lord and Savior is all about love and forgiveness and redemption. That woman wouldn't make the cake I wanted to make, and so she should die. Like,
Yep.
Fuck you, bitch!
What she really didn't even want made. It was just all publicity stunt for himself, too. It was not even like he genuinely wanted this cake made. It's just like, I'm going to prove a point.
Yeah, he didn't even live in the same area.
I hope you fucking die, bitch.
And really, it's a different issue. It's like, they didn't say, we won't make you the cake because you're a Christian. It was like, we don't want to put that on the cake.
Die in the name of Christ.
Whereas in Indiana, they would just say, oh, we refuse to make you anything. It wasn't they would say, okay, we'll make you the cake, but it can't have a gay message on it. We won't. I mean, people don't understand there's a difference. I don't know.
Man, I tell you what, fuck them faggots. It's all I know.
The views of TJ.
No, go ahead. Ben, play my video.
Your video?
Yeah, play my video. Because it's awesome.
I'm going to get flagged, TJ.
Oh, you're going to get flagged? Never mind. Don't do it then.
I don't know. I probably would.
Fucking TJ.
But it's awesome. Everyone go to my channel and check out my video whenever this show's
She's
done.
like, fuck this show. TJ. This is a TJ podcast.
By the way,
awesome.
by the way, those guys were talking shit last night on their podcast again.
Who?
The Sinners and Saints guys.
Sinners and Saints?
Yeah, the guy that says you're a hypocrite.
Oh, who cares? Yeah, who gives a shit?
Because his video got a content ID match and then he encourages people to flag us in the same video. Yeah.
I don't really care about him. He can talk as much shit as he likes.
Yeah, he can go talk shit till his eyes are brown. Who gives a shit?
He gives a shit.
Who gives a shit?
Yep.
Fuck him. Fuck him in the ass. Fuck him in the mouth. Fuck him in the west and fuck him in the south. Oh, yeah.
All right.
What about the east and west?
I said west.
Oh, you said what about east? Did you say east?
I didn't say north or east. But you shouldn't fuck him there.
Why not?
Too cold.
It's too cold.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Next.
Yeah, I'm looking for.
I mean, you're looking, Ben. Just fucking choose one, Ben.
What's going on, Ben?
How's it going? Zane here again. And, today I'm going to be talking about something actually I've been meaning to talk about for a while. Now, you may or may not know, but there's a bunch of channels on YouTube that pretty much I guess news kind of stuff. I don't know what to kind of say, but they're all controversial and shit.
This video would be hard to get through if it wasn't for his charisma and shit. You know what I'm saying?
He exudes charisma.
So,
you actually broke my hypnotic spell. I was so enthralled by what was going on.
Something like news or something.
Something.
just to rack off a few, there's the Amazing Atheist,
He fucking likes
Okay, never mind. Yeah, this guy sucks. We're gonna do another one.
He fucking you got with the cause you're not cool. You got the drunken party you told with the.
All right, we'll do this.
I don't believe in gay people. I don't believe there is such a thing as a gay person. You know, and I would like somebody somewhere
Bullshit.
with all of these great gay think tanks that they claim to have, prove to me scientifically with some evidence that there really is that what they call a gay gene or whatever. They can't. There isn't. It's a behavior. So we've already bought
It's a choice,
hook, line,
guys.
and sinker in this country that they can't help it. They're just born that way.
They can't help it.
Well, that's great. I mean, I guess a
So-
rapist ought to say, "Hey, I can't help it. I was just born a rapist."
Come on.
Maybe he should. Maybe there's the rape gene. You never think about that. Maybe there's the mass murder gene too.
Mass murder gene.
Maybe there's all kinds of genes everywhere.
Didn't Kinsey already address this?
I mean, like, if you want proof of gay people's existence, here's like proof. Just watch some gay porn and notice how they seem to be enjoying fucking each other. And that should be like, wow, they seem like they're really into that. Like, I totally wouldn't be as a heterosexual, so... I think the problem is that these guys are, like, it's what you were talking about earlier, where there's so much repressed homosexuality in most homophobes that to them it just does seem like a choice anyone could make, because that's a choice that they on some level want to make, but they've been made to feel like, I can't make that choice because it's against God or something. Yeah. So when they look at gay activity, like, yeah, anyone could do that. I could see how that's hot. But a real straight person looks at that as like, okay, I obviously wouldn't be into that, so... You know, obviously there's something different about these people where they do enjoy that and I don't.
Right.
But, yeah. This guy sucks.
A video on
prove to me
YouTube
starving
that's
children
a
exist.
cartoon that is actually geared to young kids, explaining how natural
the finer points of butt
homosexuality is.
sex.
And one of the arguments
Starring
that they
Donald
made in
Duck.
it is that, well, it occurs in nature. You know, well, number one, it doesn't occur for very long in nature because, you know, you can't, if they can't reproduce, and that's the other thing. It's like, if this stuff is, if it's genetic, wouldn't it have died with the very first person?
Stuff like this.
Oh yeah, he's like
they're just like they're so focused on it. Like, why would you be so focused on it unless you were really gay?
Oh my god, these fucking gays,
There
man.
was probably an evolutionary advantage for a small number of people or percentage of the population to be gay. That's probably why it happened.
Man, you're so wrong, dude. The gays, if it was genetic, it would be gone because they wouldn't have bred.
I know, that's how stupid this... this guy's an idiot.
Because, yeah, gay... First of all, there's no bisexual people. There's no gay people that ever, like, go against their nature. And plus, you don't have to... Just because they're not spreading the genes doesn't mean
it's called
other
a reproduction
people,
rate. Not everyone has to reproduce in order for there still to be people.
And there's still there's still their families who carry those genes, and maybe they're just an extra male that fucking hangs around and fucking, you know, helps, like, raise the family or protect the fucking egg or some bullshit.
Protect the egg.
Yeah, you know? And they're actually useful in that regard, so nature keeps producing them. And they've actually shown that the more babies a woman has had, the more likely it is like there's a higher chance that the later kids are going to be gay. So it kind of almost supports that, like, okay, you have enough reproducing offspring, so here's one that's just kind of like superfluous to help out with shit.
I think you just explained Stevie.
Person that had the gene mutation, how did they ever reproduce? But the one that they say, well, it's natural. Let's say, okay, well, let's accept that argument. Okay, let's say it's, but there are a lot of things that are natural that aren't necessarily good. In nature, animals rape one another. So should rape be okay? Some animals eat their own waste. Is that okay?
Hold on. There's like...
This is a ridiculous straw man.
Rape is bad for not... No one's saying that rape is, like, bad because it's not natural or that rape is good because it is natural.
Yeah, who's making that argument?
There's other reasons why rape is considered a bad thing, and it's mostly the fact that it violates someone's autonomy as a human being, which we tend to sort of value and prize because no one wants their own autonomy, impeded or imposed upon or whatever. Infringed on would probably be a better word. Yep. But, with gay sex or just gay people in general, they don't have that going on. It's not like no one is like forcing someone else to be gay, like, oh, I'm brainwashing you into being gay now. It's like, that's not a thing. So
I want to use my gay hypnosis on you.
You like cock now. When I count to 3 and snap my fingers, you will hunger for the dick.
Animals eat their young. Is our new standard now?
Maybe humans should start doing that.
We've
help with
brought down,
overpopulation.
as long as we're at the animal level, then it's okay. But it's
wouldn't murder be natural?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Murder.
incest be natural if it occurred? Their argument is basically, you're absolutely right, that if it occurs in nature, it's quote natural. That's an odd definition of natural.
No.
Who is making that argument?
What? No, that's not an odd definition of natural. If it occurs in nature, it's natural. Yes, that's actually a good argument. But just saying something is natural doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah, that's fallacious.
You're the ones that are making the fallacy by associating natural with goodness.
Right.
Nature's a fucking cunt sometimes. No one denies that. Actually, I guess you guys do. Stupidly.
Everything has happened. I mean, look at murder, etc.
Well, poison. Poison is natural. Let's all drink a cup of poison.
Yeah, maybe you guys should. That's a good idea. You're
onto
first
something.
sensible thing you guys have said. Let's all drink poison.
Poison's natural. Good idea. Go ahead.
Depends on what kind of poison you're talking about. Like some poison's fun to drink.
Yeah,
whatever.
man. Some poison gets you fucked up.
Yeah.
Man, what you doing drinking poison?
Drinking poison. Some scissor.
Drinking poison, man. And then you get to crack. But don't ever listen to poison. That's when you know you've crossed the line.
All right, so next one. Man freed after 3 decades on death row.
Oh. The justice system never makes mistakes, though.
This poor guy.
30 years ago, prosecution...
Shut up, criminal scum!
...take my life from me. They just didn't take me from my family, friends. They had every intention of executing me for something I didn't do. But for all y'all that's snapping the cameras, I want you to know there is a God. He sit high, but he looks low.
There is a
he
God.
Will destroy, but yet he will defend. And he defend me. And I just want to thank him. I'm not ashamed to let you know that he sent me not just a lawyer, but the best lawyers. The best lawyer. And I couldn't make it without them. And I want to say to the victim family, I will continue to pray for you just as I have for 30 years.
God finally chose to set this guy free after choosing to make him a prisoner for 30 years. God's like, you know what? Change my mind.
But you know what? Remember Rick Perry, which is kind of like representative of that group of people, and he was kind of saying, like, do you lose sleep at night over, innocent people being on death row or anything like that? Nope. Doesn't happen.
Nope.
Basically, it's basically implying if you're on death row, you're meant to be there.
Yep.
You're guilty.
Yep.
This poor guy, too, the backstory on this was just awful. Like, they just, he just got convicted of this crime that he really didn't have anything to do with. It's absolutely
Is he black?
awful.
Yep. Convict him.
Nope.
He did
have a checklist. Is he black? Yep. Is he here? Yep. He's guilty.
Guilty.
They miscarried of justice not only to me, but to the victim family. For all of us that say that we believe in justice, this is the case to start showing. Because I shouldn't have sit on death row 30 years. All they had to do was test the gun. But when you think you high and mighty and you're above the law, you don't have to answer to nobody. But I got news for you. Everybody that played a part in sending me to death row, you will answer to God. That's all I have to say right now.
See, that's the problem with this whole God thing.
Yeah, they should be answering for it now.
Yeah, they don't need to be answering to God once they die.
Yeah, they can
need
answer
to be
for it
answering to their fellow human beings in the here and now, and actually suffering real world repercussions.
They held others accountable
Yeah.
in the here and now.
With shitty evidence, shitty evidence, shitty evidence. Yes, they're garbage. So that's my problem with it.
They're garbage.
The God thing. God, they're gonna answer to God. It's like no,
sorry.
God does not. God doesn't exist nor care. So they ain't answering him. Wish they were.
How do you know?
But they're not.
How do you know?
All right, so the next one is Governor defends Indiana's religious freedom law.
Finally, someone takes a stand.
There's so much about this cake shit and all this.
Oh, God.
That's like what's on the news.
Is there
mostly.
nothing else going on in the world, Ben?
Not really.
There's cake, TJ.
It sucks. I wish.
Ben,
I'm
you know you
so
love cake.
tired of this issue. We've already discussed it to death.
I know.
Let's talk about cake some more.
Is there nothing else, Ben?
I have the Green Power Ranger, Jason David Frank, is on CBN News on the Christian Broadcasting Network.
Fuck
That's
it, let's
wonderful.
see it.
You want to see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
No more of this cake shit.
Jason
He fights for
Jason
Jesus.
David Frank is a mixed martial artist and karate teacher. But the professional fighter is best known as Tommy, the Green Ranger from the children's television series Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Didn't this
With a
guy
brief stint as
challenge CM Punk to like a UFC fight? When he found out that CM Punk was joining UFC, he's like, "Yeah, fight me. I'm the Green Ranger." So we might see the Green Ranger and CM Punk the wrestler in like a real life fight.
If that happened,
that's pretty awesome.
Because one of them is because CM Punk's an atheist, and
So
apparently
it could be God versus atheism.
CM Punk better fucking win then.
In a UFC battle between two fucking, we used to fake fight, now we real fight.
Exactly. Yeah.
the White Ranger as well, it's a role that's lasted a lot longer than Jason could have ever imagined.
It was a soap opera for kids, and I lost powers, and people cared, and I was only hired for 10 episodes, and 200 and something episodes later, 2 feature films, Return in the Super Mega Force this year on Nickelodeon.
What?
Super Mega Force!
He's coming back to do it now?
Super fucking Mega Force,
God.
bitch.
I like the shot of like the people in the crew. They're just kind of like, we're getting paid to do this. All right, well, keep going.
Go Power Rangers! You stupid fucking Power Rangers!
I can't believe he's back doing it, like
Why not?
Well, Ben,
I
I mean,
know.
they probably offered him fucking a bunch of money compared to what he used to make. I mean, obviously,
He's a badass fucking samurai warlord, Ben. Look at him. He knows how to he knows his way around the fighting ring, Ben.
He's got some nice green tights
Yes.
on.
He's got the outfit.
Yeah.
He already had the outfit. So.
He needs to stuff the fucking pants more. Though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to put some socks or maybe like a kiwi down there or something. Who
Yeah.
knows?
I'm the Green Ranger.
Yeah.
look at my green sausage. Ugh, yeah. It's like one of the St. Patrick's Day special.
Look at this. Since 15 years ago.
More than 20 years later, fans are lining up
it's like
at
a Comic-Con type,
conventions
yeah.
across the country for a chance to meet their favorite superhero. We sat down with him at Wizard World
Dude,
Comic-Con in Richmond, Virginia.
If the Green Ranger is your favorite superhero, you are one lame motherfucker.
I think he was here when me and Scotty went to Comic-Con. Pretty sure.
Oh, I think he might have been. Yeah.
Yeah, Scotty went and met him and shook his hand.
Oh yeah, it was one of the finest moments of my life.
Oh my God, the Green Ranger! Oh.
I was just sad they didn't have all the other Power Rangers, honestly.
Yeah.
Who cares? The green one's the best. Everyone knows
I mean,
that.
yeah, I did feel that way, but I was like, it would be great to have the complete cast, but...
Yeah, so you could kind of like see him stand out against them.
Power Rangers was kind of like after my time, so I didn't really watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Power Rangers was popular when it first got popular when I was a young kid.
Yeah, not me.
So everyone watched it.
my character was kind of gonna die, like, you know, like in the Japanese footage, he's gone, but we ran out of footage, so my character was like done. And I was happy with it. I never wanted to become the leader. It just
that's the fucked up thing about Power Rangers is that it was like mostly stock footage from Japan.
Yeah, they shot some U.S. stuff around it. Yeah,
it's so stupid. You know, like they just used old footage from Japan, and then every now and then they'd come in and play the.
It wasn't like it was old. It was on pretty much at the same time.
Was it?
Yeah, they just fucking like they got this footage from this show and they used the footage, and they're like, well, we need like white people in there, so we'll just fucking like shoot like their domestic life is like, yeah, they're these lame ass white people that just kind of have this, you know, whatever, you know, 90s existence, and then
90s existence.
Then they become the Power Rangers and fight giant fucking crazy shit, and it's easy to do because their fucking faces are always covered in those times anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't take anybody's spot. I just created space for Tommy to be in that position, and you know, and God's definitely had his hands in his plan for the ultimate plan.
God.
Okay.
So God's plan. God looked at you was like Power Ranger.
God
like,
cares about Power Rangers.
Starving children. Fuck it. No way. Power Rangers. That's where I'm fucking sending my focus.
Well, God got it right, my friends.
God, all these people died in this tsunami. Shh, quiet, I'm working on the season finale of Power Rangers. Gotta make sure this guy gets the right role.
Take care of you and lead you through a challenging life, kickdowns and losses.
Talking about his faith comes easy today, although that relationship started with a difficult loss.
Look at all these motherfuckers
The
listening to
death
this
of his older
stupid
brother. Seeing his pain, Jason's wife invited him to church.
I didn't really understand what the whole, you know, church thing was about. And then, you know,
oh God!
Probably when I lost my brother, you know what I mean. So sorry.
It's the emotional music.
Eric Ray Frank played David Trueheart on Power Rangers. He died in 2001, just months before turning 30.
That's sad.
Yeah, sure.
Bad.
Nah.
It's not a reason to believe in an imaginary friend, though.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a coping mechanism for him at this point.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
it's just unhealthy.
Scotty, if you die, I'm becoming a Satanist.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really pissed at you, TJ. If I found out I was dead and you became like, and I somehow had knowledge that you were gonna become like a fucking flat Earth creationist or something.
It was around the time my brother Scotty died that I realized the Earth was flat.
I'm like, fuck you, TJ.
Scotty always wanted me to believe that way.
Hey, Scotty, when
Jesus, man.
When you weren't here, we played that video where like you're like way younger, and TJ comes up behind you with the video camera, and he's like, "Let's rape Scotty in the ass," and then you're like, "Suck my dick, TJ," and TJ's like, "Okay."
That sounds like a TJ thing to say.
Yeah. Shit was funny as hell.
Incestuous faggot, TJ.
Incestuous faggot. Movie at 11.
Do you want to watch more of this or move on?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Let's move on to
It makes me
whatever's next.
sad.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like it when they get sad because it's harder for me to make fun of them when I start feeling sad.
It's true.
Nah, fuck him.
He's definitely using religion as a coping mechanism.
It was fucking 14 years ago.
People tend to hang on to that.
I just don't get how. I mean, we went from Power Rangers, and his brother died in church, and it's confusing. I mean, I liked the Power Rangers when I was a kid. I didn't know they were still doing the thing with it.
Yeah, they're still doing it now. You know, he's like 40 years old, and he's kind of
They've had like
squeezing that money still.
What they do is they keep like doing minor changes and like saying it's a new show. It's like, this is Power Rangers. Now this is Power Rangers Z-Force. Now this is Power Rangers like QT Space Invasion Central or whatever.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going and going and going.
All right, so here we go. We'll play
Power Rangers Mega Turbo Deluxe.
I think these might be questions. This is the Q&A segment before we wrap up the show. Here we go.
Let's see.
Hey guys, so with Easter coming up, I'm I'm catching a lot of flack for not wanting to go to my family's celebration of it. And it just made me think, what was your guys' favorite contradiction about the resurrection, or your favorite sort of absurdity about the holiday? Anyway, thanks. Smoke pan every day.
Smoke pan every day. I think the best absurdity is probably the most obvious absurdity, that we celebrate the supposed resurrection of Jesus, who is our supposed Lord and Savior,
by eating chocolate.
Yeah, by saying that a mutant rabbit left chocolate in the night. You know, that's probably the weirdest thing about Easter. And I think Ben is scared of Easter bunnies, actually.
They are scared, like the kind at the mall. Oh, fuck. They are scary as shit.
You're really scared of them?
They're weird looking.
That's awesome.
I haven't
It would be awesome to hire a fucking Easter bunny to come in here.
No.
Do we need to get someone with Easter bunny costume to come meet Ben? Ben, take your picture of the Easter bunny. He's like, no!
Mercedes, we have a question from a girl, but it's for you, and it's entitled "Question for My Love." So it's a girl that's in love with you.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Hello, drunken peasants. Hope you've had a good Easter. I've got
We don't believe in
two
Easter.
questions. One is for Scotty, TJ, Ben. I assume you're all there. My question
No, we're
for
all
you
dead.
guys is, what is the weirdest thing a fan has ever sent you? I guess dick pics go without saying, so aside from dick pics, the weirdest thing.
Weirdest thing.
I know that easily. It was like something of like, I think either Ben raping TJ or TJ raping Ben.
Oh, God.
I just deleted it.
I get that kind of stuff too, like you guys, but not raping. Like full-on consensual gay sex between brothers.
Someone sent me their /fan fiction about me and Cody Weber back in the day.
Oh.
That was pretty weird. It was weirder because it wasn't normal. It had all their very strange fetishes like worked into it.
And then they had balloons everywhere. Everywhere.
No, I was like very obsessed with Cody's feet in it.
Oh, really? Like TJ kissed Cody's feet. Or
Mercedes,
something.
have you ever gotten anything strange?
I got a /fic type story from a fan that worked me into his cuckolding fantasies.
There you go.
Really weird to watch, because in the whole thing it was just about him watching me having sex with other people.
Neat.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange story to send to someone.
It's
like, and then we have sex? No, then I keep watching.
That's what he does, though. He watches her have sex with other people.
and I watch, and then I jerk off, and then I watch, and I jerk off.
That's what he's already
some more.
doing, presumably.
Yep. So his fantasy is fulfilled every time he does that. He just wants to do it live.
I was disappointed.
Sad.
And my second question is for Mercedes Carrera, hoping this is played on the episode she's there. Oh, the
No,
thought
we're not
gets
playing
me all
this. Cut the
flustered.
video.
My question is, who do you find are your worst critics? Do you think it's the feminists or SJWs, or sort of the right-wing conservatives and the people with a very bizarre moral standard? Who pisses you off the most, basically? Oh, by the way,
okay,
please
so
marry me!
What is that? Who's harsher and who pisses me off the most? I don't know. I think the rad femmes are pissier. They try to go more for the jugular, but the conservative Christians are like, "You whore! You're a whore, and you're gonna die and burn in hell because you're a whore." And then the rad femmes are like, "You fake wannabe whatever harlot," and then they won't use the word whore or cunt like I will, but they'll kind of go that way. I don't know. I think I'm amused.
So you kind of
by
just
all
feel like
them.
you feel like they're kind of like two sides of the same coin, sort of.
They're
like
totally the same. Yeah.
Like they're basically just like the same kind of repressive bullshit wrapped in different packaging. That's kind of how I always felt. I always look at feminists and just say like, man, these are just like uptight conservative motherfuckers that are pretending like, oh, I'm this progressive, forward-thinking person. Like, no, you're not.
No.
You're just a regressive, evil piece of shit. You're just like Rush Limbaugh in a fucking miniskirt. Fuck you.
Exactly. And a lot of them look like Rush Limbaugh in a miniskirt too.
You saying Rush isn't sexy? I don't know
What the hell?
going on here.
Rush is beautiful.
But I'm amused by them. That's the problem, is that every time they send me stuff like that, it's funny. So I
Of course
don't think
it
I'm
is.
getting the reaction that they want. I think they want me to be upset, and instead I just
Like,
kinda
oh my
just-
god, he totally shredded my lifestyle. Yeah.
And I laugh. Nobody laughs.
They're dumb.
All right. I think she put a "Hey Scotty" at the end of it.
Let's see.
Don't want to watch it, Scotty?
Just play it.
Let's
all
see
right.
Hey, Scotty. Can you, like, for 1 second not be a fuckwit?
Yeah. That actually
You got
does look
a
like
cheeky butt
Scotty,
brain.
too. That actually is like a
Yeah,
perfect
yeah,
likeness
perfect.
of Scotty as well.
Looks impeccable.
I mean, it's a little more attractive, but, you know.
Little more.
Little more.
Better
Little
teeth.
bit.
Better teeth for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
On Potato Cam.
What do you think of Aaron Raw, Seth Andrews, and Matt Dillahunty? Thanks.
TJ wants to have an orgy with all of them.
And now he wants us to have him play guitar.
He's so fucking cute.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, so cute. Jesus, how long does this go?
I don't know. He plays for a while. So anyway,
Yeah,
what do you
I
think of those guys that he mentioned?
I don't like any of them.
I appreciate Matt Dillahunty as someone who was a Christian that knew a lot about Christianity
Sure.
and is now an atheist and knows how to debate Christians very well because of his knowledge.
They're all a bunch of SJWs that totally detracts from them. I don't know if that middle guy is. I've never even heard of him. But Aaron Raw and Matt Dillahunty, they're kind of like uptight. I even tried to have a dialogue with Aaron Raw, and he was just like, no, fuck you. All right.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, Mercedes, you probably haven't heard us talk about it. There's a lot of like YouTube atheist drama. Like it's basically feminism caused a rift in the YouTube atheist community.
That's what they do.
Oh, that was the Atheism Plus debacle.
Right.
Yes.
All that kind
right.
of shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Got it.
It divided us. We used
Everywhere
to be
they
as
go.
one. Now we are divided.
It's so weird.
And a house divided cannot stand. All right, next one.
Ben, if Sirius XM
Fuck
offered you
yeah.
a spot on Howard 101, but only you, and you had to leave the show, would you do it?
Wow.
Dun dun.
Yeah.
So Cracker Knuckles.
That wouldn't happen. So
if it did, though,
I hate
then-
hypothetical questions that are so ridiculous like that.
I would say, I would say, if Ben was offered that situation,
why-
I'd be like, yeah, go do it, Ben.
Yeah,
I
I
don't,
think we look
I
at
don't
Ben
know why.
like, Ben, if you stay here, you're a moron.
Yeah, I'd be like, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if Ben was offered some like public access thing, like you can host,
Public access.
you know,
I was offered.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we have some free space, Ben, and Ben's like, screw you guys.
Fuck you guys. I hit the big time.
Yeah, but if Ben was all like the biggest, syndicated show in like, on all of satellite is offered to hire me, I'd be like, why are you even telling us? Like, are you just telling us this just to let us know?
Yeah, I'd just be like, teach us how to work the soundboard and go ahead.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Let's see.
TJ, will the upcoming
Same
Bieber
guy.
roast put an end to your Bieber videos?
No.
Or will you find some other way to disparage that little shit?
As long as there's someone out there, as long as Justin Bieber is out there doing stuff and people give a shit for whatever reason, I'll be making those videos. Because, it's just too easy, to get those instant views. Every time, Justin Bieber's a piece of shit. 300,000
Yeah.
views. It's like, God damn, you motherfuckers really care about this for some reason. I lost interest a long time ago, but people are so fascinated by him, and they hate him so much. And, I know he's coming out with a new album soon, too, so I'm sure that'll, get some
Dude,
new hate going.
It's because he's an unlikable twat.
And I hope that his album flops so that I can be the one to report it. Like Justin Bieber's new album flops on its fucking
TJ,
ass.
you should review his new album.
I don't think I can listen to that shit, dude.
You could even say that in review, I've only listened to 30 seconds of each song.
I guess I could get through 30 seconds of each song. Maybe.
Just listen to the whole thing.
Really? You want to see what that does to me? Maybe
Yeah,
I'll just listen to it.
Alright,
And
Ben, then you
It'd
can
be
come
like
over.
it'd be like a Clockwork
to it.
Orange type
Yeah.
shit.
I'll just
you
record
know?
myself commenting on every song right afterwards. Like, this was a piece of shit.
You'll
Here's
come out a
why.
totally different person. It's like mental conditioning.
What if I actually like something, like even one moment on the album? I'll feel bad about myself forever.
That's awesome.
Like,
hope
okay,
that
there's this
happens.
one part of this. There's this one part of the song
I like that
where
when it goes like
spoke
that.
to me.
do. I'm like, I actually kind of dug that.
I like.
It's got a catchy rhythm to it.
Yeah,
right.
it sounds kind of nice. Fuck.
Next one.
Hey, Drunken Peasants, happy Centennial. Okay, first question. For all three of you, do you still read comics? Comic books, web comics, whatever. Graphic novels, manga. You get the picture. Do you still read them? You know, I heard you talking about them like a couple months ago. So, what's your favorite? Also, Ben.
I don't read anything currently. I've gone back and read things that I used to enjoy. I recently started rereading the Sandman series.
Yeah, Sandman's good.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the same way. I don't know. I just haven't had time for that. I haven't really been immersed in that scene. I have actually considered starting. I've actually considered maybe starting to read The Walking Dead book since I like the show so much, and I figure I'd like to be on that bandwagon of people who just constantly complain about the show, like, oh, they got it wrong again.
Yeah, if you read the comic,
read the comic, you notice it does this, and the TV show changed it. Why? Bleh.
Issue 37 clearly demonstrated that.
Clearly, they don't even understand what made the comics ingenious.
I pretty much have the same answer you guys have, though. So.
Yeah.
What about you, Mercedes? You ever read any comics?
Yeah, didn't you go to a con recently or something?
I did. I went to WonderCon this weekend, and I actually didn't pick up any comic books because I'm kind of a poser. I was a total poser. But I went there to see cosplay people and take pictures with them.
Fucking poser ass bitch.
I was a total poser ass bitch. And so
Poser ass bitch.
God, I haven't read a comic book in a long time though.
Well, you should read one. You should
Should.
read a comic book.
I was going to start reading Vampirella.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was going to cosplay her, so I really should.
Yeah, you could do Vampirella cosplay.
That would work,
It would
yes.
work.
Do
the tradition.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do that. Good idea. Great idea.
Do it. Do it now. You could probably improvise some on the spot, right? Just, make it happen.
Just get you kicked off of YouTube right now.
Ah.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Let's see.
Hey, Drunken Peasants. There's a question for Ben, three questions about the Misfits shirt you usually wear. I'm assuming you're a fan. So the first question is, if you have a favorite album, what is it? If you have a favorite song, what is it? And how do you feel about Walk Among Us? Because I know people who either love it, hate it, and I've never known anyone who's in between. Thanks.
I like Static Age, and probably my favorite songs is Hybrid Moments.
So Ben, are you in between on that album? You're in between. Remember she said that. Like, I've never met anyone that's in between. Be the first person, Ben. Say you're in between on that album.
I'm in between. I don't know.
Ben is in between. He's in between on that album.
So you were wrong, bitch.
You don't know nothing.
You don't know shit.
I don't know shit.
We're talking to her.
No, I'm saying I don't know shit.
You know shit, Ben.
Okay. We'll move on.
Hey there, Drunken Peasants. I'd like to ask you guys why you think people value the possession of weapons so much. So, for instance, swords, knives, and guns. And if you think technology will ever progress to a point where guns will become novelty items, just like swords and knives are, like weapons, but weapons of the past.
This kid's probably jerked off to you before Mercedes.
I don't think he's 18, so I can't encourage that.
Yeah.
Only if you're over 18.
Well, I remember being under 18 and going to porn sites. It's like,
illegally.
If you're under 18, leave. I'm like, no. Why would I leave?
Like, come on.
There's no one here to enforce that. It's like there's a fucking police officer standing right over my shoulder. Don't click on that, son. It's like,
What I don't get is that you have to be over 21 to go to a beer website. If you try to go to a beer website, it'll ask you if you're over 21. It's like, what?
Fuck you.
There's no drinking.
How do you know?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Why
it's
does it
like,
fucking matter?
Am I gonna drink beer on the site? I'm gonna pull the fucking pixels off the screen and eat and drink them. Anyway, first question. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, a projectile weapon is still going to be a projectile weapon no matter how far in the future you go, so I would say that it'll probably still be...
Yeah, unless we had, like, deflector shields or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which is very, that's like taking the nerd talk.
Why are we so
to
obsessed
explain.
with weapons? I mean, because we like killing each other. Have
Yeah.
you ever met another human? They're pretty annoying. Chances are you've started thinking of ways to kill people lots of times.
And if you had a battle axe, what better way?
Yeah, you're sitting there, like, in class or wherever you go, and your teacher's like, nyah, 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 nyah. And you're like, oh, God, I wish I could just, like, mace this motherfucker.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why we're obsessed with weapons, because people are annoying.
He's going to have a fucking mace? He's
got
gonna
a mace.
He's going to hit them with a mace?
Gonna hit him with a fucking
Morning
mace.
Star, a flail.
Yeah, with the spikes.
We need medieval weapons back. Those were more creative.
And I feel like you had to really, like, work for it to kill someone, too. You couldn't just, like, stand at a distance and press a little trigger.
I always notice in those gladiator movies, there's always the guy with the shitty little, like, dagger and a shield, and then the other guy has a net and a trident.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll take the net and the trident, please.
You have to actually be able to throw the net, though, TJ.
Yeah, you gotta get the circular motion over your head going.
I'm pretty sure it's not that hard to throw the net on them.
I want the chariot though. So
And
when
also,
you're
like,
riding by, you can throw the
I mean,
net.
even without a net, I would rather just have the fucking trident than a fucking shield and a shitty ass little dagger.
I would say I would definitely agree with you.
I mean, like, it's a fucking trident. You have, like, a ranged weapon that you can use to fucking stab them with. And if they got their shield up, so what? Eventually, you're gonna fucking get past it.
Spartacus. Anyway, what's this next one here?
This question's for TJ.
Whoa.
I remember one time
Ooh,
in a video you
TJ.
said business
Ooh.
owners should be able to discriminate. Basically, that they should be able to deny service to whoever they want because it's their business. And I remember kind of agreeing with that at the time.
Why are there
but I
jump
can't help
cuts
but
in
think,
this?
What if there was, say, like a small redneck town or something, where all the businesses discriminated against, say, like black people or something, and said like no black people are allowed to buy from us, and they just were left with like no other choice. So I'm just wondering, do you still agree with that? And Ben and Scotty, what do you think as well? Thanks.
No, that was more like when I was a libertarian.
Yeah, that was a long time ago when TJ said that stuff.
Yeah, I was more like libertarian-minded then.
Yeah.
So obviously, I mean, just based on the stuff we've talked about on this show, I think you could tell my position is
Yes, his position is much more left wing than it used to be.
left wing.
Hello, Drunken Peasants.
I will kill
I have
Ben.
two questions for you. First off, as someone who's considering starting a YouTube channel about atheism, do you have any tips? And second-
I would say that probably the more interesting part of your body to focus on is your face.
Yeah, that's something that's
Tip number one. Also, like,
be coherent and easy to understand.
Yeah, get a better microphone and one that doesn't pick up like every.
Do it from a room where there's not a lot of echo, too.
Yeah. So I would say, like, aim the camera at your face instead of your chest and talk more clearly and have a better mic and don't do it in an echoey room. So those are my tips.
Tips and tricks for
What's your
TJ.
favorite kind of beer? Jeez.
That beer looks shitty.
I don't know where that beer is from.
It looks shitty.
Yeah, it looks no good.
I just look at that beer and I'm like, meh.
I don't know.
But what is your favorite kind of beer, Ben? You've answered it
I don't
before.
have just one favorite kind, though.
Well, what's
there's
your
so many.
What is you're drinking right now?
Tonight, this is mine. I don't even know how to say the names of the beers that I like correctly because they're all German and
It's a
Belgian.
fancy, Ben.
I am a fan. Oh, I can't even hold it up because my camera's off right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I like a fuckload of beers and I drink a fuckload of beers.
My favorite beer is whiskey.
Neat.
All right, let's move on.
Hi guys, I'm sure this happens to TJ all the time for his amazing atheist channel, but Scotty and Ben, have you ever been accosted by a Christian or a feminist from what you say on the Drunken Peasants?
No, not in person.
How would anyone even know if it was Ben anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't know if it was Ben. I've had people recognize me, but all they've said is like they would just yell my name and then either drive away. Yeah, it'll just be like, Scotty! And I'm like, okay, who the fuck is that? And they just drive away or walk away, and it's like, okay.
Mercedes, have you ever been accosted by someone?
Accosted?
Like in person? Like someone comes to you, you're that nasty porn star, aren't you?
No, I mean, so the best part about being a porn star is that even when people recognize you in public, it's usually men, and they're usually with their wives or girlfriends. So it's super rare that they'll say anything.
That's pretty neat.
Except for in Vegas. But then in Vegas, even if, like, normally they'd be like, fuck you, you're a whore. When they see you in Vegas, they're usually drunk, and they're like, yeah, it's a porn star, and they're super stoked.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good deal.
Hi, Drunken Peasants. I was wondering what for you makes a good poem. Is it more about the technique or about what the poet's trying to say, or both?
I thought you said porn at first.
No, I think she's talking about
said
poems.
Yeah. It sounded like porn at first. What do you think makes good porn? Is it the technique or what the...
She's so calm, it makes me like think that she's smoking like a big doobie right now or something like that.
Well, she's clearly not smoking.
I know.
Yeah,
right
Ben, what the
now.
hell?
Not right this very
It's
second.
just a very calm person, Ben.
I know.
Ben just treats women like objects. What's wrong with you, Ben?
Is there an example of a poem which you think comes together really well, or do you have a favourite poet? Thank you. Goodbye.
She always gives us very intellectual questions.
Probably my favorite poem, is like cliche as it is The Raven, which I can kind of recite.
Do it.
All right. No, well, I can at least get the first verse down, I think. Once upon a midnight dreary, whilst I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. 'Tis some visitor, I muttered, entreating entrance at my chamber door, only this and nothing more. I think that's as far as I can get. I might have even fucked that up, but those lines are all in there.
It sounded pretty right.
Yeah. But it's a good poem. I like Edgar Allan Poe and I like Stephen Crane, but I don't really read a lot of poetry. So.
Yeah, I don't really read a lot of poetry myself.
Stephen Crane is a good poet, but he's kind of like very like minimalist. You have to kind of realize there's not going to be a lot of like showy, like it's kind of like almost strange. I like one of like the showiest poets and then one of the more like subdued. But I don't really read a lot of poetry, so.
Hello, Drunken Peasants. So I was wondering what you think about the current patent laws on drugs. I think in America you can hold the patent for at least 20 years, and after that the companies just modify the chemicals slightly so they can renew the patent. Of course, having the patent laws provides incentive for the companies to invest in research for new drugs, but at the same time that means they have complete market monopoly, so they can set the prices whatever they want, and for the poorer people, especially in poorer countries, that means they probably can't access the drug until the patent is over. So I was wondering if you think there's room for reform in those laws. Thanks.
Scotty?
What, TJ?
Answer his question, bitch.
What's your answer, TJ?
Is there room for reforming drug patent laws?
I want to hear TJ's enlightened answer.
This is a
first.
Scotty question.
No, I want to hear the TJ answer first.
The TJ answer is I don't know what I'm talking about. So Scotty, go.
I mean, when you're talking about the government, you're talking about like reform issues of any kind. I mean, there's obviously room for reform in it, but the argument they've basically made with patent laws is that, well, if you take away our right to have these monopolies, then it's not going to be worth our while to make these drugs, so we're not going to make them anymore.
Yeah, and it'll stifle innovation.
Yeah. And I mean, and you see this with India. They've made these rulings where it's like, okay, we can make these drugs, and the pharmaceutical companies hate that because in America they can pretty much charge whatever they want. And that's why I'm basically a proponent of universal health care to begin with, is because then we could, negotiate lower drug prices. Right now they have something called Medicare Part D, which was signed a law by George W. Bush, and the law specifically said, even though it's going to cover basically for Medicare and Medicaid people, it's going to cover their prescription drug costs. You can't negotiate with the drug and pharmaceutical companies to lower the prices, even though the government's paying for the drugs for these people. After they basically spend a certain amount of money, they can never negotiate the price. So basically, instead, they have no bulk buying power. It's like, it's it's like if you wanted to buy 1,000 remotes, you have to go to Walmart to buy them. You can't go to a wholesaler who's making them or the company that's making them. You have to go buy them from basically a third party or a middleman. It doesn't really make any sense.
And there's your answer, buddy.
All right, one last question.
Who do you think is the G-man of the atheist community? Brett Keane doesn't count.
Well, he's not in the atheist community anymore.
Yeah.
I had to say, what? Brett Keane is supposedly a God believer, so why would we say
Who's
Brett
the
Keane?
G-man of the atheist community?
TJ.
I don't know. Probably PZ Myers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a good one. I can't really compare any of the atheists I know of to G-Man.
He's the closest that I can think of, PZ Myers. But I can't, even he is not nearly as dumb as G-Man is.
Right.
True.
You really can't be that dumb as an atheist, I think. Maybe you can, but I haven't seen them yet, so.
Yeah. So, that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Mercedes, thank you so much for being on our show again.
Thank you for having me. This is always so much fun. I had a great time.
Thank you.
Tacos.
We had a great time, too. You have a great night.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Go dream of dicks.
TJ's gonna dream of this guy.
Yeah, I sure am. All right, everyone, if you like this stupid fucking show, give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, and
to show what immature
wants to whoop
fuckheads
TJ's
you
ass.
are.
Give me a fucking thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Do we have an idea as to when we'll be doing the Patreon
show? Yeah.
Patreon. I think we need to do it this weekend.
Okay.
So we need to finalize the details after the show.
Maybe on the post show we can finalize the details.
Finalize details on the post show.
And then they have to listen to the post show to know.
Yeah.
Let's just want to find out next show. Let's do it. We're gonna do that. Good night, YouTube.
Good night and good
Good
fuck.
night, YouTube.